Xanthias, Oregon, Daisy, Rowan, Percival, Sister Ophelia, Gruff of Tomorrow. We were singing Nobody Starts the Fire earlier.
Rowan didn't start the fire.
We'll think of the lyrics there. Hi, welcome to High Rollers. It's High Rollers time.
It's High Rollers time.
Get those dice and ready your dicks. I don't know.
What?
It's High Rollers time, baby. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. I always get Tom. It's always my most deranged, off the cuff. I'll say like some weird sexual thing, and I really get Tom with it.
Ready your dicks.
I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. Joining me this week, we've got Rhiannon and Kim.
My dick is ready.
Good. And then on the other side, we have Tom and Katie.
Grab your dick, it's time to roll.
Could you reckon we can work that into like a new catchphrase?
You
did.
Oh my God.
He rolled a nat 20.
I need to grab my dick more.
Do you reckon we can work that into like our new campaign slogan? You know,
No.
Critical Role
cut
have,
now.
is it Thursday yet? You know,
That's-
we can have grab your dicks and your D20s.
None of this
That's
is
the whole
making it
thing.
to the
Only
board.
if we even it out and we get some vaginas in there.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's
Equality.
Fair.
Come on
Equality.
now. Yeah,
Equality.
please.
That's for sure.
I'm not-
No, I literally nearly launched into a whole thing where I was going to be like, ready? It's going to be awful. It's going to be awful. We're not doing that.
we're
We're not doing that. We're cancelled. That's it. We're done.
Didn't make that 10 years.
No, welcome everybody. Fun game of High Rolls. As you can tell, no Trot this week. Unfortunately, he's off busy in a field. He's off in a field doing a LARP.
Being a wizard.
Yes, which you heard all about, Men is Fate, but there'll be another one, if hopefully. As long as it all goes well right now.
If you do go to Many's Fate and you've had a great time, tell people about it.
Yeah, do that.
Make it more.
There you go.
Wait, you'll be there now.
Because that'll be beneficial.
Yeah, they're there now, yeah. But when they watch this on
No one can
YouTube,
catch up.
Yes.
or
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
up on podcast,
Podcast, you say? You mean the place in which we have every month over 100,000 hours listened to?
Wow.
That's a stat I heard earlier, which is a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours.
But Tom, also, I love the YouTube Shorts that we do.
Do you?
And I love watching them on YouTube Shorts, and sometimes we post them on TikTok and Instagram. But like, I kind of wish that when I was listening to music, I
Yes.
could watch them somewhere else.
Why? But you can, but why?
Why?
Well,
It's a
I
great
uploaded all
question.
the shorts to Spotify now.
They're on, so you can watch Shorts on
You can
Spotify
do that now.
Do that.
I don't know.
Who needed that?
You can also leave comments on Spotify now as well.
What? Yeah, leave comments.
I read them all.
Engagement.
Yeah, I get emails every day
Tom's
about.
the only
I
one
will
who reads them.
screenshot the best comment on the podcast and put it on somewhere.
Have you ever looked at one?
And I
That's a
will
guarantee.
do something with this.
I'm looking at it now. Where can I find?
Right, with that,
You've got to test this feature.
but I'll tell you one thing about music that I do love.
I like you. Yep.
I love you. I love you. Tom.
was going to-
Tom, I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I was going to take over, but I can't.
No, you
clearly.
can't.
Go ahead.
Also, want to thank we've mentioned this in like the breaks and at the end of the episodes, but the last couple of episodes we have had some delightful new custom-made music, bespoke music for the Proto Magi Vaults, made by award-winning composer Jolene Kaur.
That's right.
Go check out Jolene's stuff. We've been working with Jolene for our music for a while now. With our go-to gal for like any kind of unique bespoke music that we do. We'd love to do more, and we're hoping so. And we hope you've enjoyed it. Let us know if you've enjoyed all the Proto Magi music in the episodes
I
as
believe
well.
That's right.
Spotify soon TM.
Soon TM,
Soon TM.
maybe.
TM.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The other Altheya music is on there at least.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
you can listen to the other Altheya music. Nice. That is it for announcements and things this week.
Cool.
Cool. In that case, let's just jump on in.
Grab your dick.
Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Deep within the Proto-Magi vault called the Prism, our heroes sequestered themselves within the former housing chamber of the Galawak and managed to secure themselves time to rest before continuing to explore the strange alien facility. Hopeful for answers and perhaps even trinkets and prizes to take home, they unlocked a chamber that contained verdant growth and foliage, as well as deeply unsettling group of hybrid insectoid creatures that called themselves the Family. Disturbed and suspicious, the party avoided a confrontation and locked the family back within their chamber. Another chamber marked as the Living Armory contained a device that seemed to house some sort of magical armor. Tempted by the protection it would offer, Sister Ophelia stepped into the machine where she was suddenly restrained and horrifying creatures broke free of containment, attacking the party. With the creatures defeated, Ophelia was released after a strange armored beetle was embedded in the back of her neck and conjured forth a suit of thick chitinous carapace armor. The rest of the prism, its treasures and secrets, however, remain to be explored. A couple of things before we jump into the session. First things first, let's do Fate.
Yeah, all right. Just
I'm
go.
gonna do a trot roll and roll it in a dice tray.
He's not here,
dice.
so he doesn't get one.
Sans trotty today.
Oh, actually.
Oh.
Oh!
Sounds like quite a few blues.
No.
Oh. Well, let's start with Katie.
I got 3.
That's a dice for me.
I got a 4.
That's a dice for you.
6.
A dice for you.
A 6.
A dice for you.
Wow.
Been a while.
Finally,
Big money, big money, big
a
money.
5. A dice for you.
Big money.
I mean, it's also like where you guys are exploring, there's not a lot of ways for me to spend it, so make sure you use these for like saving throws and ability checks and stuff like that as you need them.
Okay.
The second thing, and you guys know that I do this, and this is for the audience at home, because like sometimes as a DM, you have a week and you spend a bit of time thinking about something, and I do want a what?
Percolate. Carry on.
Percolating.
Yeah,
Percolating.
He's been percolating.
I've been prognorating.
He's been forgotten out.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
No, it is. I want to do a sort of a slight retcon. We're not going to change anything that happened, but I said that the armor that Ophelia got was a relic. I'm actually going to change that, and it is just going to be a magical suit of armor. It is not going to be a relic.
Right.
Having looked at the rules for it and had looking sort of like the relic distribution in the team and what items had, I was like, do you know what? I'm actually going to change this. So it is just going to be magical armor. Still functions exactly the same. Still embedded. Still drains hit points and things like that. But it is now just a
presence.
There is a very minor presence.
Okay, just a little.
Sort of lingering sentience, or whatever this creature is, it is clearly alive, but it is not a deeply thoughtful creature.
What if it's like Clippy and it comes up and gives you an annoying thing?
Hi there. I see you're trying to write a CV. Do you want some help with that?
Well, this would be like armor clippy, so it's like, I see you got hit. Would you like some help with that? Yeah. Try not to get hit, moron. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Make the sword hit the armored bit.
I see you messed up again.
Yeah. So just a very slight thing. It's still magical. Ophelia still has it, but just not a relic.
Right. Okay.
And that, I believe, is where we left things off last week. With this, from the back of your neck, Ophelia, you feel not a painful experience, but a rather unusual, unpleasant one, as this chitin sort of spreads, or almost like a kind of liquid or an oil setting over your body and then hardening into this musculature, almost plating. I think I mentioned, if you've ever seen the comic Witchblade or the Guyver, the old manga and anime, the Guyver, very similar to that. This is like a biomechanical armor almost, as it spills over. You are now, I have added it to your inventory and I've equipped it to you, and you are attuned to it, which has boosted your AC significantly.
I want to take a peek.
On your new character sheet, which you should be using. 2024 one.
Wait, don't tell me you've been using your old character sheet this entire time.
This is my 2024.
It's not on there?
No.
Weird. Well, you can search for it anyway. It's called Living Armor Scarab.
I'm a scarab.
Cool. And you have your psi amp now.
I have my psi amp, but I don't have my cloak.
All right, so maybe I forgot you got the cloak.
The cloak of protection, that was +1.
+1 saving
Saving
throws.
throws.
Saving throws, yeah.
But yes, you all see this happen to Ophelia. You see, like, her stood there. In some cases, the armor has, like, gone under anything which is sort of away from the body. So satchels, pouches, belts, even maybe some of your clothing as well. Anything that's significantly away from the body, it kind of goes under. Anything really close to the body, though, it would overlay. So maybe the base layer of clothing and things like that. But any kind of drapey fabrics it ignores. As it, forms half-plate armor.
Damn. Okay.
And this other guy we killed him, didn't we?
You did, yes. The two creatures are dead. Their bodies writhing, even posthumously. There is a sort of twitch and spasm to their bodies as the two tentacles on their shoulders. The humanoid parts of their bodies remain still, but these tentacles are almost like still reaching around for anything they can find nearby. But eventually even they begin to sort of slow and settle until eventually they still not moving. And that is where we're going to pick back up this week.
Grim.
Bloody hell.
Rowan is going to be awkwardly traumatized enough to the point that he's going to be very quiet.
Yes.
But when called upon, can act as normal.
I will from the end of the corridor, because I'm still in the main room. I was trying to... Well, when everyone left, I wanted to close the door.
Yeah.
Is there anyone left in there? Is everything okay? What's happening?
I think they're taken care of. They're wiggling a little bit, but I think they're dead.
Do we want to leave that room? Ophelia, are you okay?
I would like to leave the room.
Okay. Let's everyone out. We can reassess. I can open this door again. Let's just everyone come out. Ophelia, can you walk?
I can walk. My neck is so itchy.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Can you see it?
Oh,
Can you see? What's there? What is it?
Don't touch it. You'll make it worse. Don't scratch it.
Are you? Is the armor quite Are you discomforted by the armor's presence?
I think it's just the fact that there's like this other body on her. Like she's so used to just.
Does
having
Ophelia
her
think I
armor.
want it to go away?
I think it's just it's like it's making her brain itchy. That kind of thing where it's just like I don't feel right. There's something on me. Like you feel like there's like a. Like if you get the sensation there's like a spider on the back of your neck and nothing's there.
So, does Ophelia have the thought of I want this to go away?
Yeah, I think
So when she has that thought, the armor recedes, and you feel it snap back into the scarab, which is you can still feel like a cool stone on the back of your neck, like a cooling rock. And as you reach up, you almost feel its wings kind of flicker as if the beetle is still like.
Ooh. Oh, it's moving. I can feel it. Hi.
Yeah, that's it. Hello, my name's Graf. Sorry, I was just introducing myself to you and your friend on the back of your neck there. Are you aware that you've got a golden scarab on the back of your neck now?
I am now.
It would be like a dark silvery grey.
A dark silvery grey scarab.
Just to make it clear for
on
art.
the back of your neck right now.
I'm very much aware of it now.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gruff will just touch it with a...
It's very hard. Like, it almost feels like you're touching a piece of steel when you touch it. But there is like, as you touch it, the wings almost like flick.
I felt that on my neck.
And there's like, you can see movement. Like this thing is clearly alive. For game purposes, by the way, as an action, you can don or doff the armor. So you can basically instantly. So it takes like
Battle mode.
And it activates basically.
It's ordinarily like what, 5 minutes?
It's like 5-10 minutes for like plate armor basically.
Pretty good.
Oh.
So it's like but all you have to do is mentally like command it like armor, get armor, come here, like, and it comes
Very
on.
cool.
Armor on. Power Ranger pose. But yes.
Sister Ophelia, you feeling okay? That doesn't hurt, does it?
It hurt when it went on me. It just feels kind of itchy and like crawly. It's weird.
It's not moving anywhere. It's like I'll kind of like gently try and pry gently try and prise.
You put your claws, or it doesn't react to you putting your claws around it, and then you pull.
Gently.
Yeah, even like
very-
you pull gently, and you see that this thing is like burrowed into the flesh, and it goes in quite significantly. Like there is a kind of very sore wound around it, and maybe you can just briefly, with your passive perception, glance that its legs go in and probably attached to the spinal cord.
Oh. Yeah, all right. I'm not going to touch that any further.
Why? Is it bad?
It's
You would definitely get the sense of like, you know, Gruff's only gently pulling on it, but you would almost feel a sense of Ophelia of like discomfort from this thing on the back of your neck. Like it does not want to let go.
Yeah, he's hanging on in there. I don't really want to make this any worse.
Okay. Yeah,
You just put your hair down, you know, and pretend it's fine. Just put the hair down. Just cover up.
That's it. Shh. That's it. I'll just.
Oh, come on, how bad can it be? Let me take a look at this.
Have a look, here you go.
Once Ophelia's looking away, I like look to the others like, oh, and then you turn back. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Tiny.
It's not that bad?
It's not that bad.
It's great look. It's a great look.
Hey, do you want to give me a deception check then, Altheya? For a bit of fun, make an insight
hey,
roll
can I
there.
have like
Ophelia?
all of my d20s back, please? Oh, thief. That one? It's good. It's
Terrible, doesn't it?
It's fine. I won't lie to you, Ophelia. It's really burrowed in there. It's a bug in your neck.
Oh, was this a mistake?
Oh, Sister Ophelia, does the armor seem to protect you further? I am rather pleased at that development, that you will be more protected.
But where's it gone? Where you had armor, now it's just this thing.
Well, when I said I wanted it to go, or when I thought about it going, it came off. So maybe if I think about it...
You think, and yeah, it spills out. You, watching it more closely, the wings kind of open up and tiny kind of like insects like sprawl out, covering up, and then they solidify and harden
That's
into the
very mummy.
chitinous
I love
material, like
it.
almost like nanobots, but like little bug versions, like
Very good.
as it forms this.
Oh, okay.
Do you want the helmet on?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay. That's
It completely obscures Ophelia's face, leaving an almost insectoid kind of like pair of horns.
That's so...
And Ophelia, but to you, very Stormlight, it's clear, it's see-through. Like you're like as if there's nothing on your face. You can feel like something around your like ears and around your neck, but your face is completely free. And you're breathing, it's not like fogging up like glass or anything like that. But you know that there's something there. There's maybe a very slight haze, as if you were like very close to a piece of glass.
I feel just like touch. Oh, this is so weird. I can see my hands.
how? That is. I can't see you at all.
You look very intimidating.
Especially with like still the black and red like robes that are underneath over the exoskeleton now. And I think that like because it's half plate, like maybe your sword arm is still partially exposed, like parts of your legs are still exposed, things like that. It isn't a full suit of plate mail. This is half plate, so it's mainly like the torso, like a big long tasset along the leg, like an armored boot up to your thigh on the other side, one big gauntleted hand, the other one maybe only a partial gauntlet. Yeah.
Well, can you still move in this thing? It looks quite.
Quite good actually. I'll take my sword out and give it a few like swing.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is incredible. You know what? I think this might be worth it.
And it's not hurting. You're not in pain. You don't feel
It's a
anything
little
weird.
itchy. It's a little like a caterpillar or something. You know, like just.
Can you hear a voice from the vault?
Hello, Vault?
Yeah. Don't hear anything.
No.
That's Andy.
Okay, so it's not the same thing that Gruff has then, at least.
Hello.
Everyone's got stuff attached.
I don't.
Well, you kind of do.
No, it's not. It's not attached to me, Xanthus. It's just on my arm.
That's true. Yeah, and you've got Nim.
No, I'm in denial about this whole thing.
No, I'm the only one without a hidden friend. I've got my rocks.
He does have his rocks. His best friend, the rocks.
Ophelia, you do feel that present. There's an almost sort of like pleasant sensation of comfort, sort of like something. Whatever this thing is, it's quite happy to be present.
Wait, I'm
It
feeling.
feels quite nourished.
I feel happy,
Oh, great. Fantastic.
but I don't feel happy.
Okay.
You're not happy? Why are you not happy?
The
Gestures.
The bug.
Oh, you can feel its emotions?
I think the scarab is happy.
Well, I guess it's probably quite happy to be being used, being useful.
I suppose so.
Well, let me try this out.
Okay.
Hey, Bug, you're a disgusting little nightmare.
Why would you say that?
Well, I want to know if
See
you
if
can
it's
really
sad.
feel
There's-
emotions.
You get a sense of amusement.
The bug is amused.
Oh, this is weird.
telling
This
a
is
joke.
very strange.
No, that's weird. I don't need to know when
Okay.
the bug's happy or when the
Well-
bug's sad.
Listen here, Scarab. You look after my friend Sister Ophelia, okay?
Yeah. The feet, you get a sensation of satisfaction and sort of excitement.
The bug is excited. And
Can we give it a name? Because the bug's not really great.
Scarab, that's
Would you
what
like
I
a
do.
name? Little bug friend.
Well, it really depends. You want to keep this thing?
Well, I don't know. I think giving it a name would make it feel a little less horrifying to me. The fact that it's in my flesh.
That's, yes,
Daisy's
okay.
got her
Yes.
hand up.
What would you like? Yes. Yes.
Can we call it Stanley?
Stanley.
Stanley.
What's the
Would you
right-
like to be called Stanley?
I just thought it would fit.
Stanley the Scarab.
Roll a d20. It doesn't. There's a sense of like it doesn't love it, but it doesn't hate it.
Daisy's got her hand up again.
Maybe something
on the
armor
fence.
related? Okay, this better be
Yes,
good.
Steven.
Okie doke.
Stephen
Stephen.
Okay.
Is that
Really doesn't like Stephen.
does not like Stephen.
Ah.
Do you have any ideas, Ophelia? I mean, first of all, have you got an idea of names?
An idea for a name? I've never been asked such a thing before.
Oh, well, I mean, this would be a perfect opportunity to try.
somebody let Daisy speak before she wets herself?
It's going to be something like Kevin,
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Not
Again,
keen on
it,
Sebastian.
it doesn't mind it, doesn't love it. Very neutral. I don't think I've ever had to be creative before, I don't know.
Where did Percival come from?
I don't know. It is just the name I've always carried from.
Oh, okay. So you didn't name him
I didn't
Percival?
name him Percival. No, he was
Okay.
assigned that name.
I'm not sure. Perhaps the Countess, or perhaps a previous servant of the Gravefather.
Right, Daisy's got her hand up again.
Benjamin the bug.
Benjamin the Bug.
It prefers Benjamin out of all of the ones that has been said so far.
But not 100%. It's
not 100%.
Not 100%.
But Benjamin's closest that it's liked so far.
Daisy, you get one more and then that's it.
One more.
Bob.
Bob the Bug.
This one I'm going to roll publicly. It's an 11. It's like, again, it's like, it doesn't mind it, but he doesn't love it.
Right, how about we get on with it
Let's-
and then
okay,
maybe
well, let's-
inspiration
okay.
will strike us as we get around.
I think Stephen was.
Can you take it back?
Oh, sorry. Yes. And I'll concentrate
But
on
surely it's best to
removing the
keep it
arm.
out.
At least so I can see your face, please.
I'll take the helm off.
Okay, yeah, you take the helmet.
Hands free.
That's honestly
Isn't that lovely?
not too bad.
It's
Not
quite
too
convenient,
bad.
yes.
It is very
Yes.
convenient.
Quite
Is
convenient.
there any more of those in there?
One hand whip, one hand sword. I don't even have to. This is okay. I'm coming around.
Okay. I'm still like yelling from the corridor. Is there anything else in that room, by the way?
Lot of tentacles.
Yeah, like some of the other specimens that were in those glass walls, when the creatures broke free, like the eyeball has like flopped on the ground.
Bloody hell.
And you can see that the pupil is like looking around, like it's not still, it's the eye is looking around. The tentacles are kind of there's like a weird virus-like thing which is almost like using its little tendrils to like move, kind of like the venom symbiote, like very slowly. Doesn't seem to have too much
Comes anyone
ambulatory.
near us, I'm whacking it.
Yeah, no, it's actually going towards the dead body of the thing that you killed.
Right, there's something happening here that I don't really fancy the look of.
Okay.
I'm just going to move this body. Hold on. I'm going to move the body away.
Where'd you move it to?
From, I don't know, just away from the
The venom.
yeah.
Eddie. Hello, Mrs. Chen. I would like to eat them. No, yeah, you can pick up the bodies, you can drag them away. The symbiotes and the organisms here are not moving quickly. They don't have real ambulatory systems. You guys all leave. Do you want to shut the door, Xanthius, to this place? You did open
Before I close the door and I'll conjure a flame, we produce flame, should I stop those things in there?
I just don't know. This is the kind of place where I'm like, is it going to make it better or is it going to make it worse, you know? Like, if you flame it, is it going to burn to a crisp or is it just going to get stronger?
Well, it is moving extremely slowly. It's just I'm worried about the eventuality that thing moves from that room to the family, you know? And imagine those things with that thing on it.
Can it get through the door? Do you think?
I don't know.
Right, I'm going to move these bodies out into the central area.
central area, yep.
So that if you close the door, it's on
Okay,
the other
yep,
side of the
good
door.
idea. All right.
I'm going to turn around, and if you blast that thing with a fireball, I'm not going to say nothing.
Gruff condoned fire.
Then
We're in the bad place.
I just said I didn't. I just said I wasn't going to pass comment.
All it takes for evil to survive is for good men to do nothing. No, yeah, you guys move the bodies out.
I have another name.
Yes?
Bruce.
Bruce the bug.
The best one so far.
Bruce is the best so far, but it's not, I don't think it's 100% there yet.
Bruce.
I'm basing this very much on a scale of like, does it beat the other roles? Does not mean that it loves
Brucey.
Bruce, but it liked it better than the others.
Brucey.
Brucey bonus.
Look, if you
please
make
don't call it
nice and human and normal, then it's not as
I do see the
weird.
logic. You guys bring the bodies out. Xanthius, do you actually send a fireball in?
No, I'll just close the door. It can't get through the light.
Which orb do you hold up?
Overkill.
Which orb do you hold up?
I hold up the orange orb.
And you will the door shut.
I will the door shut.
A wall of light emerges and seals off that room.
The green tube in the middle, is that still powered? Or
Yes.
did I need a green orb?
Orb.
You have a green orb and a red orb, don't you?
He had a red orb that he used the yellow rod on to make it into an orange
Oh, sorry.
sphere.
Orange
So you have a green and
An
sphere.
orange.
It's always been powered. You would remember that even like when you came down here, there was the green lighting was inside it.
Right, okay.
You just know that as long as you have a green orb,
I can get that.
you can basically use that to cast levitate on anyone with you, and then you can go up and down in that
Okay.
space. As long as you can only cast levitate in that cylinder.
Okay,
Right.
so-
So are we going up?
Well, the only other door
We
is
can't get through that.
that prismatic one. But I don't know how to make that color. There's
The big priz.
big. Well, we tried Big Priz on
Did
it, I
we?
think.
I don't think you try it. Big Priz doesn't seem to open doors though.
No,
Said big prize.
it was
I think so,
incorrect. Incorrect usage.
But you did know that Gruff asked what was in the chamber you were just in, and you heard it through the Psyamp what it was. You could try and find out what's in there or how to open it or
Right.
something like that.
What's her name? Vermilion Orcs.
Vermilion Orcs are 9.
Right. Vermilion Orcs are boyo.
9.
What's in this door? What's behind this prismatic door?
Door identified. Primary project. Threat level high.
Oh,
Right. We
I
don't.
don't want to go there.
We don't want to go behind this door.
Project Chimera is not ready.
Right. It says Project Chimera.
Project Chimera.
It's not ready.
Well, do we know what a chimera is?
No, this is one of those ones where, like, traditional fantasy monster, never heard that
What
in
is
Altheya.
what's a chimera?
Look, it's a name I've never heard, and it's in a dungeon, a vault full of monsters. And it's not ready, and it's primary. I don't want to know. I don't want to find out.
Oh, it's probably
It's behind
a
the
horrible
door.
combination of so many different creatures at the same time. What would be the worst combination? I would say probably lion, snake, goat,
Very
Rooster.
rooster,
Bunny, rabbit, ferret,
fire stoat.
fish.
Tyrannosaurus Rex with shark arms.
I don't know what a Tyrannosaurus Rex is.
Oh, if you never... they have them in the Azar Steppe, actually.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a thunder lizard, the thunder beast.
Oh, right, okay. And with what arms?
Shark.
Shark, okay.
Which would be, you would know, like, there are, like, natural sharks, but sharks tend to be servants of Ojanya, one of the embered goddesses.
I totally
so
know
bad.
that. Yeah.
Well, no, I think you would know that as Gruff, because like
Oh, I did.
sailing out on the sea and things like that. Obviously, you don't go deep waters
Don't
enough
go
for things
there,
like that.
lad.
But there are stories of like, again, it's one of those kind of deep sea beasts that like, well, that's
It's a deep sea beast, you don't want to know.
one of Ojanya's servants.
I think the worst combination might be Obsidious with Obsidius's arms and Obsidius's head.
That's not really a combination, that's just Obsidious.
You're right.
Yeah.
What a horrible timeline we live in.
Either way, look, this door is prismatic, and I don't know. I just feel like if all these doors are mixing with colours and prismatic is mixing with all the colours, we don't want to go here.
No.
Our business is elsewhere.
Yes.
Okay, well, hopefully we can find some way to stop whatever that project is before we leave this place. But either way, I don't think we're getting through there anytime soon.
Hold on a minute. Vermilion Oaks, such and such.
9.
What do you need to complete this project?
You wouldn't get a response to that.
It's not talking to me.
Okay. Did it say, what was it, authorization something?
Just didn't respond.
It's not talking to me.
Which it has done. Sometimes when you ask it questions, it just doesn't respond to you.
You know, it would have been really helpful if it was like, the blood of a wild art, or, the tale of a
We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to know that. We don't want to know that. We don't want to know that.
Well, I do want to know that.
I don't wanna
because
know
then
that.
I'm staying the hell away from
I
it.
think
Well,
we
yes,
should
we're gonna
just
stay-
assume that is what they want. They want all of us to be a part of that, so therefore we should leave.
Green.
What?
Green tunnel, shoot. Let's go.
Oh, you want to go up? Yes, well, I can do that. I've got this thing.
We still
can
need
take
to
us right up
find
there.
something that'll help.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far, we've had a lot of things inserted into people and not a lot taken out of them.
Yes. I do like putting things in
So,
things.
Too much going in, not enough coming.
yeah.
It's always a
Yeah.
problem.
So, we can, let's take a look at the other floors. We've already seen, one of the rooms upstairs?
You'd only you've only seen inside the blue
Obsessive.
chamber. We've uncovered them on the map because you went into similar rooms.
Yeah.
But all of these other rooms you've not been into.
All right, everyone, stand in a circle in this thing. Avoid the body on the ground.
Do we not want to go see the
yes.
family one more time?
No.
Absolutely
No.
fucking not.
Can you see through the door to hall? Or is it completely...
I would say there's an ever so slight, opaque vagueness to them,
I imagine
and you
there's,
just
like-
see
Yeah.
lined up close
up.
to the door as
Yeah.
they can be. You see these very faint silhouettes, and
through
one
a
of them
red
keeps
door
just
as well.
skittering along the bottom,
God.
and they're just stood there as close as they can. You can't hear them, you can't see any detail, but you know that they are there waiting.
It's not right.
No, it's not right at all. No, it's really hideous. Anyway, everyone circle
It's
up. Let's
good.
get out of here.
But it's not right.
It's not right. It is not right. All right, avoid the
Three.
body on the floor.
Yep.
Everyone here? Everyone ready?
Okay, Percy, stay close to me.
My cable keeps getting tied on my chair. Yes.
Okay.
You guys all.
So I feel like I can just, similar to another spell I know, we'll start to levitate, okay? You'll feel very strange. You're gonna feel like your stomach will drop for a second, but then it'll be totally fine. Now, we wanna go just to the middle floor, right? Not to the very, very, very top.
No, middle floor, I think.
Okay, back to where we were. Upsies.
Yep, you go in, and it's just instinctual. Holding the orb, you step in as people join in with you. You can basically use the levitate spell on them, or you're on yourself. You send people up to the mid-level. Because it's levitate and not fly, there is a little bit of an awkward where you have to almost lean over and pull yourselves to the edges and stuff, or push each other to get close enough to it.
Xanthias.
Everyone form a line, let's go.
But you easily can reach
Yeah.
back to that mid level. You can see that it goes up to the top level as well, but you do reach this mid level.
Okay.
Well done, boyo.
Thank you. I'm really using my brain today. So now we've got, so as I recall, the blue is the only one that's open, other than
Blue is
the
the only one
entrance
that's
door.
open. So you have 2 yellow doors,
2 yellows,
a
2
and
purples.
2 purple doors. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Which one?
Now, do you think there's a simulate?
What was the one with the beds in it?
The blue.
The blue.
corner.
Blue one, this one up here,
We don't need to think about that one. We've been in there.
northeast.
Unless anyone wants to get a little.
Side
It's
ship.
been all right, you know.
Has it really? You haven't really heard anything new?
Well, apart from the voice in my head telling me to go up.
That's just
Which
normal.
you've resisted every single time, right?
Yes.
Good. Although we are up now, and it was your idea to go up.
Gruff just gives a little
Fireball.
toothy smile.
Okay, so now the real question is, how do yellow and how do purple?
Well, you've got a yellow rod, haven't you?
You've got a blue, red, and yellow rod. And
Yellow's
two
easy,
spheres.
turns out. Yellow's really
Yeah,
easy.
really easy.
Now, last
Red.
time, when we went down into that door that's similar to the one downstairs, that was where we found
Frida.
Do you think it's a similar thing to up here?
That would be the south west.
Well, they didn't say that downstairs was the high threat stuff, the dangerous stuff, so it probably wouldn't be. Why don't we ask the things?
Yeah, maybe find out what's in that yellow door over there.
Hello, Vermilion Oaks or something or other.
Fine.
What is behind the yellow door I am looking at?
And you're looking at the southwest, this one.
Yes.
Resource storage.
Resource storage.
Okay.
I like resources.
I like storage.
A way to take away from this.
Well, it's good for organising. But things have to be in a specific place.
She does have a lot of stuff.
Do not
have
strike
so
me
much
as an
stuff.
organised person.
Oh, the houses of Osseous are very organized.
She's so
Yes.
organised that she puts
Like
things
things
away
like
and can't find
Percival.
them again.
Yes.
But
Forget
Ophelia, Sister
Stacey.
Ophelia de la Rosa.
Osseous would 100% have a kind of IKEA-like like system where like everything would like, I see that you have the Schnuggles shelves. Like, and it's like they use them for bone storage, you know.
Yeah.
But then in the House of Blood, oh no, we keep our blood in the Schnurgle.
So you don't want to mix up blood types.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Does everyone have a hell-like labyrinth to go through?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
Got a labeling
you see
system
us
for
at
the
the
Schnurgle.
services of the church. It's very, everybody's all orderly in a queue and a line. It's lovely. No chaos.
it's a little Handmaid's Tale sometimes.
Very nice.
Just rows of people in their robes, like.
There's peace in organisation.
Right,
Everything
sounds
goes
like
in the Kallax.
Everything goes in the
goes-
Kallax, everybody
the
goes in the
Schnurgle.
Sorry, the Schnurgle.
Schnurgle.
My bad.
Plywood coffins are very cheap, you know.
We're gonna end up getting sent a bunch of pictures of people's Calaxes now, and just be
Just
like,
be like,
check out my
Schnurgle.
Schnurgle.
It's gonna be fan art
I
of
want to
the
see
Schnurgle.
everyone's
Schnurgle.
Schnuggles. That sounds weird to say.
Right,
Anyway,
what are you
Open the door!
right.
Well,
Well,
what
should we
you
ask
right.
what the other ones are?
Okay.
And we can also just find out a little bit more.
That one,
Storage is good.
resource and storage.
I like
What
the
about this
elements
purple
of
one?
surprise.
Purple
I don't
one.
like surprise. Surprise is very bad.
Let's-
Hello, Vermilion Orcs.
Nine.
God, I don't know.
It's 9. How many times?
What is behind this purple door that I'm looking at? And yes, it's the next one.
Alchemical lab.
Alchemical lab.
Oh no, that sounds awful.
What is behind the yellow door I'm looking at now? It's the next one.
That one is testing arena.
Nope.
Oh, testing arena.
No. Not that one.
Sounds fighty.
That does sound extremely fighty. The arena. What about that purple one?
What about the purple one?
What's behind?
What's behind?
the purple door?
Wang.
Subject stasis.
Nope.
Subject stasis.
We're avoiding that
oh,
room.
that's where they wanted me to go.
Okay, so not that one.
Right. Okay. So we'll keep you away from that one at least for now. But
I'm quite tired.
there might be some
I could do with it now.
subjects, recent subjects that we could get out of there.
Well, you do know that people were going missing around this area. That's why Squire Pascal was sent here and why Knight Cassandra came to find you in the first place. Could be that they could still be here.
Maybe,
Or maybe
all of the
they're the family now.
Oh, no.
All the other creatures that the family were eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's start down here with the yellow door.
You
the
don't have yellow
storage.
ball. Mate, how you make a yellow ball?
I need to. What do you think is most important? We're not going. Oh, actually, we'll keep the green one for now, just in case we need a getaway.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Good idea.
So green, I'll keep that one. The orange one.
So you go up to the plinth, spherical indentation, 2 rod slots. What do you do?
All right, I'll just put the orb in first.
Drains of colour.
Yellow keystone.
Yellow keystone fills it with yellow.
Orb out.
Orb out.
Keystone.
Perfect.
Yellow orb.
It's important to get it because there are things that you haven't uncovered yet about this system that might trigger. So
I've played enough simulation games that this kind of stuff is
you're like, I love it.
I fucking love this.
Okay, make a
I
prism
put
then.
me pick ball. Me pick ball. Me put thing. I get thing. Take ball.
Red keystone. Put the yellow in.
Turns it orange.
orb out,
Yeah.
keystone out, put the blue one in,
Yeah.
orb in.
Turns it black. Completely, fully black.
That's like when we found it.
Orb out. What do you think this one does?
Well, we found one like that.
Well, I know, but do you think it... I'm going to try this on the yellow door.
Nothing happens.
Can you imagine, though? Anyway,
But there might be other uses for it elsewhere in the system.
keystone's out, orb in.
Drains of color.
Yellow, keystone.
Adds yellow to the orb.
Orb out, keystone out.
Perfect.
Yellow.
You got a yellow orb. Green orb, yellow orb.
I'm being fully serious right now. I could do that all day.
Because it's that little dopamine hitting your brain of like, me make yellow ball.
Yeah.
Colour.
Yellow ball.
I know what everyone else at the table is thinking. They could not do that all day.
No, but I'm interested to see how far you can take it, though.
Yeah.
So I want the next
I
level.
want to max it out.
I just
on the
want to
next
know
level.
when the
Well-
achievement unlocks.
Yeah,
Like-
get every colour, yeah.
You've got you study painting and stuff, don't
Yeah,
you, Daisy?
sure.
So but Daisy does.
Yeah.
Daisy knows painting. So there is a little bit of color theory here. Like basically, when you tried to add blue to an already mixed color, it made black. In the sense that if you mix too many paints and colors together, it will eventually just become like a blacky brown gross color. So, and you know that you have these three primary colors, and then like orange, green, and purple are all like secondary colors made from mixing of the primary colors. So you think that black is like, it can't be more than black. Like black is like, there is no prismatic color.
Yeah.
You can't
Well,
make a
try.
prismatic orb.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, either way,
Yeah, what's the glitter option?
yeah, can we add
Yeah.
like some...
Oh, maybe maybe you can find a sparkle rod.
There's another
Can you
rod.
imagine, though?
Anyway.
Open the door.
Yellow door. We would like to head towards the yellow room.
Resource
and
storage.
storage.
Yes.
How bad could this be?
So
I mean, IKEA gets pretty rough.
It does.
it
does.
leads
Straight from the back.
into a 30-foot long corridor made of the same smoky glass that you've encountered everywhere through this vault. As you make your way down, I'll move you guys on the map in a second, you enter a room the same dimensions as Frida / the Galawax chamber, but this one contains a large sphere of the same smoky glass. And looking inside, there is an opening at the front that seems to lead into a curving corridor that actually almost goes up and along the wall and spirals into the dome itself. You can see inside the dome sections of the walls of this twisting corridor. Sections of them have hollowed out shelves covered in glass.
Call them by their real name.
No, these aren't schnurgles. These are just normal shelves.
All right, noted.
Shut up, so you did not find schnurgle on the web.
Delete browsing history immediately.
What you can see is that in these small alcoves, and you imagine that there's more if you were to go in, but your kind of eye line of this corridor kind of cuts off as it twists around onto itself, and you lose sight of where the corridor goes. There are things inside these shelves, strange bars of metal, odd-looking plants. Very similar, in fact. You remember when you were in the Comet inside the Volant Vault? When you were making the Void Star Ring, you had these glass spheres that you could move around, and they had silvery metals, strange woods that you'd never seen before. Very similar materials to what you saw there, but these are just in accessible kind of alcoves. For the purposes of this, if you can't imagine it in your head, this is basically leading into a sort of maze, a very simple kind of maze. But you can see that gravity does not work the same in the dome, because if you were to walk along it, you would eventually start walking sideways and then upside down, and it would like curve in on
Be in an
itself.
Escher room.
It's kind of a bit of an MC Escher in that, like, yeah, the gravity inside the dome is different, so you are always walking on the floor, but it means that like the curves all go round and in on of itself. For purposes of those of you who are watching, obviously podcast listening kind of this, there is a map here which kind of displays how it works, because the corridor does split into around, so it kind of backs in on itself.
Cool.
Yeah, that is what you see. I will move your miniatures whilst you discuss what you'd like to do.
Okay, so it is like something we can pretty easily walk into and start.
Seems to be.
Kind of reminds me of the stuff we saw in the Volant Vault.
Yes.
The old voice starring.
Oh, yes.
Is there
It's me, Rowan. Hello.
is there any way to identify what's in these shelves at all? I don't want to start.
You would need to get further in and start looking. There is one. Actually, I didn't label which way these faced. Yeah, you can see one slightly to your left. You can see one just before it curves around. The others seem to be further in. You can't really get a good look at them. Yeah, like I said, you can see weird, strange metals. You can see resources of whatever these proto-magi use.
There's definitely resources being stored here.
Thank you for that, Gruff.
Okay.
But there's no like big crafting
Device.
device thing. It's
Not like that.
No, do you remember the big like metal thing that helped us make something
your
before?
automaton.
It made the void starring.
Yeah,
hold
that's
my paw
that's
with the ring on.
nothing like that in here. Do you think maybe we should start trying to pick through this, see if we can identify any of it?
Sure.
Maybe we split up and go.
Yeah, I'm going to need
left
an
and right.
order here because it is narrow. Like, only one of you can walk in this corridor. It's only about 5 feet wide. It is quite tall, probably Rowan's height tall, but it's narrow. So, yeah, which way are people going? You got a left and a right.
I'll take left, and maybe I'll try to identify any of these as they come up.
If it's
30.
right, Ophelia, do you think Percival would be okay staying in the corridor with Pascal?
Oh yes, yes. Percy,
I am more than happy to do that, of course. If Sister Ophelia wishes it, of course, I will stand here with the gentleman.
Thank you, Percy.
Percival.
Of course.
You're doing a really good job.
I mean, I might stay out of here as well, everyone, if that's all right.
Okay, it's all right.
Rowan, I've got a really important job for you.
Yes.
Really important.
Okay, Gruff, I'll do it.
Could you look after Squire Pascal for me?
Absolutely, of course.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Has anyone noticed? It sounds like Rowan needs to take a shit.
No.
That is quite a lot.
Very constipated diet, that boy.
So Daisy, Ophelia, and Gruff, where would you like to go? You can team up if two of you want to go one way, two of you go the other way.
I will go to the right.
You go to the
I'll
right?
go with Gruff.
Okay, 5, 10,
Oh no, we've left the chaos twin.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. So you're just behind, and then Ophelia and...
Daisy's just being very cautious and staying really close to Gruff.
Sure.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
So,
Hi.
let
Have you got
me...
any more of that?
Oh yeah, I've got. I've
Okay,
got
yeah, we
half
can take a
bottle
little bit
left.
while we're
Oh,
looking
yeah.
around. Half a bottle.
Yes.
Last
Are you
I
keeping
saw, we
track?
had an hour and a, we had a bottle and a
An hour and
half.
a half
I think it was half a bottle.
on bottomless brunch.
Maybe it was a bottle. I don't know. Maybe
Very
I've
interesting.
had a couple of sips.
A couple.
I'll do Ophelia and Xanthias first, and I'll come over to Daisy and Gruff. Xanthias and Ophelia, you look into this first alcove, which is on the outer wall. Looking in, it looks like it can just open, like you can sort of just press your hands and reach through sort of the space to grab whatever's inside. You would find that there is a sort of scattering of strange herbal-looking plants here. There are also large kind of bundled logs of a very odd-looking, almost blue wood within here as well. And one thing which immediately draws, and I think especially the two of yours eyes, is a large... Looks like something that quite a big figure might wear, like a gauntlet. Gold with a kind of clawed hand, and it is burning from within, studded with rubies and garnets and obsidian, like gemstones. And it has this strong, overwhelming scent of fire and brimstone.
Please cut to Tom right now.
Does it?
But it doesn't look like it almost looks like there's not an like looking at it, you don't think that there's this is a gauntlet you wear. It's almost like a severed hand almost.
Cool.
But it's solid. There's no blood.
where she's interested.
But there's no blood or anything.
Scarabs, no.
It almost looks.
Yes.
Well, I would say it's like decorative, but like it could be from some sort of construct or golem or something like that.
Ophelia, all I've got here is like what looks like pieces of wood
Yeah, I've got
and
herbs and bits, but wait. What's...
sort of piecing
you see it?
apart. I don't recognize much of this, Ophelia. What is it?
Something very shiny, Xanthius.
Shiny, you say? Let me just get a sense of things. How much gold is in this room?
I mean, you'll know.
No, you need to put your tongue out.
Well, you can count gold pieces. I don't know if you know the worth of something like
Not the worth of something, but, just in case.
I would say that you could definitely take the herbal plants and the wood, and you think that those would be valuable things that you could sell, like to wizards or
Blue
mages
wood.
and things
I
like
know
that.
who would like that.
There's definitely like a lot of mages and people like that.
Because it's blue.
It's blue, very good.
And natural.
The
Organic.
the golden hand. Xanthius, give me an Arcana check.
Okie doke. It's not investigation.
No, this is more knowledge about what it might be from.
I see. Okay.
I trot a lot, but not you.
Arcana. Just a 7, I'm afraid.
7. You don't really know what this might be from. It might be from some sort of construct, or maybe it's just a decoration, like an enchanted decoration, but it is clearly magical. There is like a magical fire within it that's kind of in between the joints. There is almost like trails of smoke coming off its fingertips. There is an intense heat and a smell
Look
from
at
it.
this. Now, this is
You know
glorious.
this is probably very valuable to the right buyer.
I'll go to reach out and touch it, and then I'll pull back for a second. I want to do a double check. Is there any crown steel in this thing?
How would you know that?
How would I know indeed? There's not, like...
You don't get any sense of like desire for this thing, no. You don't
Okay.
think this is crown steel.
It might be safe enough.
Just be careful. I don't know what it contains. It could be. I don't know. We don't know about this place. It could be like a monster in disguise. Is that
Oh, you think it's going to have, like, eyes or something in all of its
Yeah.
fingertips? That'd be grotesque.
Oh, that would have been a great idea. Why didn't I put mimics in here?
Your,
Hang on, guys, give me a minute.
your armoured little Bob, whatever it's called now, does it... Oh, is she on the ceiling?
Where'd that come from? It came from everywhere. But nowhere.
You guys would look up, and Gruff and Daisy are like above you, like you're
How did
twisting
you get up
down.
there?
They've twisted up as they've walked along.
wait,
you
are we
both
on the-
sit on.
Could it look like when he looks up, Gruff's about to tap him on the shoulder with his staff?
You're too far. Like you're maybe with a staff you could reach down,
Yeah.
like, or for you it'd be reaching up, because to
up.
them they're up to you guys. Like you two are like looking up and they're up
How
there.
did you get up there?
How did you get up there?
I'll look
Whilst
back.
you have that conversation,
What position is Rowan in?
Daisy,
Hello.
well, you guys, when you look back to her and to you, like, you've almost lost track
Rowan's
because
freaking
you're
out.
down looking up at this curve. So Rowan's kind of on, like, the side, like, peeking in. And then to you guys, he's on the other side. kind of
Rowan's
peeking
freaking
in.
out. Guaranteed.
Daisy.
Hi.
When you go up to your window with Gruff, just before this interaction happens, you guys would see in your sort of little shelf alcove, this one just contains one thing, kind of shards of it scattered around. And Nim is immediately like, little one, that cannot be. That is Luxon. That is something from my realm. As you see these chunks of crystal that are they are this beautiful golden, like ever so light in golden color, but like see-through. And it's almost like they've caught the sun itself within. And there's a faint effervescent glow to them, different sizes. And you can even see that one of these chunks, what you thought was like a chunk of it, has been forged into, it looks like it was like maybe a broken piece of blade, and the blade has been snapped off and the blade it has been kept.
He's playing into the shards of Narsil here as well, and it's just...
That is the legions. We make our weapons. We use it to fuel spells, war machines, everything. It is formed in the Lucent Peaks. What is it doing here?
Is this safe? Should I take it?
Oh yes, it's quite
Is
safe.
it good?
You would need to find someone who knows how to work it. In the Celestial Legions, we have smiths and mages who construct our devices from it. I don't know it myself, but I've used it. It is a very powerful weapon. The last thing I remember before I came to your realm was there had been attempts to replicate the weapons of the Helion Pit, the fiendish firearms like the one your friend recovered from the Servants of Devils long ago. They were trying to replicate that using Luxin. But chariots, but trebuchets, ballista, we formed everything from it. Walls of our cities. Mages used it raw as components for celestial spells. It is, yes, I mean, it will have great value, if nothing else, to, I'm sure, someone on your world. But if you could find someone to work it, I think that they could use it to construct something.
Gruff.
Hello.
Gruff. Nim says that this is really important. It's a celestial thing, and it's like, why is it here?
Right, could you say that again, but with more words in it?
I said all the words I have. I don't have any more in my brain. I ran out.
You said the word thing a lot.
Thing.
Right.
Stuff.
Thing and stuff. So this is a thing that's stuff.
Good.
Good, okay, right. Nim likes it.
Yeah.
Right.
Why here?
Well, because these proto-magi buggers collect things from all sorts of realms and...
Me take?
I'm just a bit cautious.
Okay.
Because I want to know, maybe Xanthius would know.
And that's probably when you
He's
look
up there.
and you reach out with the staff, poke.
How'd you get up there?
How'd you get up there?
How'd we get down here?
I'm downward. Where are we?
Right, Xanthius,
Yes?
I'm just a bit worried that these things might be alarmed. Can you do something to see if there's like some kind of
You look
magical
perfectly stable to me.
field or something?
Sorry.
That's a bad joke, man. It's a good joke, but yeah, bad.
Thank you. The door is alarmed. I could. Last time I used detect magic, I almost went blind.
Everything is magic.
Everything is magical, but I might be able to. I'll try it again with my little glasses.
Very fetching.
Thank you.
And a charge to cast detect magic.
I'm just going to check if I actually have a charge.
I mean, I think you reset them because you had a long rest. But you did use identify once, I think.
Yeah, it's a D3. I gain 1. But I do have a charge spare to detect magic. In here.
Obviously, everything is very magical, but you're not blind. And it's enough that you can concentrate, and you would see there is a very slight, faint magic aura about the herbs and the wood in your window. Not enough to be like a magic item, but this is clearly a magical resource.
Yeah.
The hand definitely is magic. Not maybe in a magic item sense, but in a what I would call an arcane essence or a planar essence.
I love planar essences.
Yeah, and you, I would say, with the, your training, you've been examining and artificing and you've been building your workshop, you think that this, and this will kind of make up for that arcana check you made earlier, you actually think that this hand, this gauntlet, is from the Primordial Isles, which is the elemental planes.
Oh.
And specifically, you think that this is an Ifrit's hand or gauntlet or something. It is connected to a fire genie, an Ifrit, basically. One of the ruling class of the Primordial Isles. And would be a pretty strong essence of like magical fire, or it could, or just a very valuable magical thing to sell. You might be able to, take power from it or use it in some way.
Yeah, he ain't selling it.
Okay, Ophelia, that thing.
The other thing.
Oh, it's so bright. That is very magical. That is extraordinarily magical.
Okay.
Oh, elemental planes. Oh, sorry, I need to look away for a second.
The herbs and the wood, you think might be connected to the Feywield, the planar realm of the Feywield. These look like natural resources that have just been harvested and are sort of imbued with the origins of it. Looking around though, you don't think that you can't see like any runes of warding or alarm runes or anything like that you can see naturally. If you'd like to, you can make an investigation check for me to search for any kind of like proper traps.
Can I look for traps?
Yeah, you can. You'd be looking for more mundane ones, but yeah, absolutely, yeah. Okay. Same thing, investigation.
Natural 20 and a natural 1.
Oh, perfect. So, the glasses coming in there. Investigation, search for traps. 12 total? Yeah. I mean, yeah, you look around, you can't see like any pressure plates or like switches or tripwires or anything. You know, you are not necessarily magically trained, so you're looking for physical traps, right? You're like trying to see if there's like changes in air pressure. You can't find anything. Nothing that Daisy finds. Same for you, Xanthius. You looking around this alcove, keep in mind this is just a search for this alcove, you don't see any signs of like magical traps on this. Okay. You don't see any runes of warding, you don't see any kind of like alarms, you can't see anything. You do think that like, you know, there is more to be found within this dome, but whether or not that has protections, you don't know.
Okay.
But this is fine to take. You genuinely think that this is okay to take.
I'm like, crouched down, looking at like the bottom of these shelves. Ophelia, can you just tell them that I can't see any traps right now, but can you try not to mention that we have actually already taken some stuff out of the shelves before I check the traps? Sure. Okay, just mention the traps.
Herbs.
Yeah.
So write down anything you guys are taking, write it down. So if you would like to, you can write down Ifrit Gauntlet or like, you know, whatever you want to put it down as.
I'm taking the herbs and wood.
So put down Feywield Herbs and Wood.
Ifrit Gauntlet. Get. Loot get. All right.
It looks fine. I don't think there's any traps, by the way. I think you're safe. Take at your leisure. Right.
You can put down Luxon Shards.
I mean,
there are multiple, but Nim would tell you that they would probably need to be all used together to have any real value. Like selling one off by itself is probably not going to do a lot. Their value is the fact that there's enough here. Looking at the amount of shards, probably enough to make like one good weapon, maybe a bow or a sword or something like that if you wanted to.
Cool.
Yeah, or a shield maybe at most at a push.
I guess I wouldn't know this because I haven't seen it yet, but
or something else maybe.
Is there? What would it take to make it? Is it like just a blacksmith type thing? Or?
No, you need for this you need a celestial blacksmith. You need an actual member of the or somebody trained by one. You need somebody who knows how to work Luxon because it is a.
How hard can that be?
Yeah, I mean. There are ways for you to get this stuff.
I don't want to talk to the person that you're telling me about.
They're not the only way. Like, there are other ways. Like, you go to somewhere like Kelskaris and start asking around and be like, anybody know where we can find some planar stuff? Like, people will know.
It's okay. In the stasis chamber, the first person will see. Hello there, I'm a celestial blacksmith. Looking to work some
I smith your metals.
Well, this is just perfect.
If you plan on going to the administrator level, I'll fix your arms.
Let me go find my wife. She's great at removing crown steel. No!
I should do it for free.
She was lost 20 years ago to a dungeon north here. Yeah, no, it's not going to be that, unfortunately. But yeah, make sure you write down Lux and Shards.
Yeah.
No traps occur, nothing happens. Like, you guys take the stuff out of the shelves, no problem.
They gave us one for free.
Not feeling good about it.
No, me neither. No. But this would be very helpful and it's really good and Nim says it's very valuable and maybe I can make something really nice with it.
Oh, that's really good. I'm really happy for you, Daisy. And a connection to your celestial friend there.
Would you like to move further into the sphere?
Do these passages join up?
So that's the thing. On the map, they look like they do. They do, but you're at like the top and bottom of it.
Right, okay,
and then it kind of splits off again and you kind of double back on each other. So you're kind of looping around each other the whole time. It does look like there is a single chamber in the middle and you will meet back up there.
Right.
Does it reach a point where they're so close together that if we both jumped, we could high five?
Yeah.
We're doing that.
That when you get to the center, that would be the case. Yeah.
Daisy?
High five!
Ifrit Gauntlet.
No!
So when you get to here, I just need to know which way you guys are going to go from here, left or right, Xanthius.
Oh, it splits again.
Oh, actually, no. So you'd go around. So you'd actually be going around this way, you and Ophelia.
Okay.
And then Gruff and Daisy would be carried up past here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next set of shells that you guys come across, in this one, and it looks like these have been emptied. Like, these would have been once filled with stuff, but now a lot of stuff has been taken. Gruff and Daisy, you would find basically rows of silvery metal bars that crackle with faint lightning.
Ooh.
I love that.
5 of them, in fact.
Wow.
Xanthius and Ophelia, you find 2 large, like almost not quite fist-sized, but palm-sized diamonds set on golden holders. It looks, and there's multiple of these holders. It looks like there were many kinds of gemstones once here, but these 2 pristine diamonds.
Ophelia, are they diamonds?
They look like real, genuine diamonds to me.
And these are, Ophelia, you know jewel craft quite well from your studies and what you know, your hobbies back in Osseous. These are very well cut. You know, very, very high quality diamonds. You would estimate these to be worth about 500 gold each.
I don't know what these are worth.
500 gold. I reckon.
500?
About 500 each. You would not see diamonds this fine on Osseous. We've come close, but
Really?
they are incredible.
What if we just didn't tell the others about this, you know? Just between me and you.
Something I can see!
Okay, we found some diamonds.
We found diamonds. I mean,
Very pristine
I
diamonds,
have
apparently.
no gold left, so
Let's keep them
Whose
safe
fault
for
is
now.
I'm just so generous and giving.
Okay, let's just keep one each, just
I
in
wouldn't
case
mind if
we...
you gave me a diamond.
Oh, rats!
Do you want to take?
Sorry, there was 2 of those.
2 diamonds. So if you want to take one each, you can both take 500 GP diamond.
Well, if Xanthius has one, there you go, Gruff. There's a diamond. Well,
Oh, are you sure?
It's-
I was just going to say, actually, it could be quite useful because, you know, just in case things go really bad, there's a spell I can cast.
Well, there you
But
go.
it needs a diamond.
Grab it.
Okay.
It's safer in your paws anyway. I'd only probably wreck it. I know what I'm like.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You have a
Cut back
500
and she
GP
somehow
diamond.
made it a freaking hat.
Exactly. I made a hat out of it or
Pair of
something.
sunglasses.
It would look great
Now
as
diamond
I can't be
Just a
sunglasses.
massive ring with like a massive diamond on it.
What do you think of this, Alana?
I got engaged, Alana.
It's because it's palm sized. It would like be sticking up off your hand, like
You also can't lift your arm.
where you just punch windows. Like,
I've upgraded, Alana. My new lover treats me well.
Gruff, are you going to take the metal as well? The 5 bars of metal.
Lightning, crackling lightning.
Yeah,
I have the other stuff. Do you want to take the metal?
I could pass it. I'll pass it.
Trade?
You are a
What's going on
team.
there?
You guys can just share things.
I'm sharing it right now.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
It's just
yeah.
whoever wants
Some
to put
things
it
are
in
safer with
inventory.
others than other
Sure.
things.
I mean, I might
Right,
be able
you take
to...
the 5 bars of lightning. I'll
Okay.
take the diamond.
Oh, these are cool. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, put down. For now, you don't know what these are. Well, I guess like maybe if Xanthius takes a look at it. Give me another Arcana check.
Yeah, it's,
actually.
if it just depends how long we're actually taking getting around this thing.
Well, I'm assuming that you guys are taking a bit of time and like
Yeah.
sharing this stuff out. And things like
sorry,
that.
Arcana.
Yeah, just give me another one. See if you know a bit more about this one.
Nat 1, this is...
You have no idea what these are. So just put down 5 bars,
What am I
lightning metal or
I'm
something
looking
like
at the
that.
diamond still.
He's blinded.
And then, if you guys carry on, you would basically meet back up with Xanthius and Ophelia and step into a sort of central chamber.
Oh, okay, this is good. Okay,
You are
back
now
together.
all together.
Rowan,
but
are you
you're
okay?
kind of you're together, but like Ophelia and Daisy are like on you. To you, they're kind of
Oh, I
almost on
see.
angles.
Right, yeah.
okay.
So you're kind of all around each other. But what you are surrounding is in the middle of this dome. Floating in the center is a ball of liquid metal, and when you approach it, it kind of ripples and opens up.
Oh, watch out for that thing.
When it does, you see that there is a sort of pocket within, which contains a kind of crystalline wand. Made of the same sort of crystal that you've seen around this place, but this one is elaborately carved and sculpted. You also would recognize a spell stone because you acquired some from the Volant Vault. There is a spell stone in here. And then there is also another glass clear sphere, like the ones you've been using.
Is this the key to the prison? 3 spheres. I don't know.
But it's clear,
Hold
right?
them
Yeah.
all up.
It's clear currently, yes.
Smash
Is
it.
my detect magic still? It would be 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say it's still up. Yeah.
Can I mean, obviously, probably magic, but is there an idea of the school of magic that any of these things are giving off?
There would be transmutation on the spell stone.
Okay.
You know it's a transmutation spell stored
Yes.
within.
Yeah.
The wand also has transmutation magic about it. And the glass sphere doesn't. It has
Yeah, yeah.
the same as like all the others, basically.
Okay. That is another one of those spell stone things. It might have a brand new spell that we've never seen before. Oh. So.
All right, let's just be a little cautious here.
Right.
Yeah, it seems too easy for this place.
Yes.
I was thinking of using a mage hand to grab.
Pluck things out. Yeah, I don't know about that goo.
Looks rather like that little goopy thing in the armament.
Yeah. Does it look similar to the?
No. So, sorry, I think I've described it wrong. Imagine a perfectly like metal sphere, like a perfect metal ball.
Oh, okay.
And when you guys approached it, the surface rippled, and then it opened up as if like a hole in the sphere appeared.
Like kind of like Mercury.
Yeah, exactly like
Right,
Mercury.
okay.
Exactly.
I'm
like
with
Mercury.
you now. I'm with you.
Was that Gruff?
I'm with you. Sorry, this place is really messing with my head. Yes, I'm just a bit cautious that this has all seemed a bit easy.
It has. It really has. But again, I am not seeing, and I was looking everywhere for some traps, and I have not found a single thing, unless I did it again here. But
Well, should we use a mage hand just in case?
Just in case.
Yeah, right.
oh wait, you're not using your thing, are you? The device.
Well, I might as well, innit?
Well, but maybe I don't know if using it like crown steel. If it might.
What if it gives me the authorization to take things from here?
Good point. Okay. You could give it a go.
Or it could be like, what's this subject doing out of quarantine?
Also
that.
Also that.
Let's try.
Give it a go.
Give it a go.
Yes, what are you doing?
I will use the side chip to summon a mage hand.
So it doesn't summon a mage hand. This is basically you get like a kind of minor version of telekinesis. It just works like mage hand. So this is like Gruff holding out his paw and like willing something to like come
here, you
towards him.
bugger.
Yeah. What are you using it on? There are the three objects. You'll have to, you can't just get all three of them at once with the mage hand.
What shall I go for first? I was thinking the orb.
Go. The orb. We have plenty of orbs.
Okay. The spellstone bugger.
Okay. You
Oh, he's made a face.
feel it flying up into your hand. You have the orb. The metal ripples, and then the whole dome goes red as pieces of from the actual walls themselves. You hear a kind of drip sound, and two balls of liquid metal
These guys?
appear, and you can hear them rolling through the dome.
Yes!
Yeah.
Gruff, what was that? What was that noise?
How was the sound of something quite bad coming towards us at an alarming speed?
Okay.
You look out where you've kind of stepped into the central chamber. This ball is now rolling. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Brace! Should have gone for the orb.
Daisy.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I will roll for Rowan. And Percival and stuff like that as well.
Spicy. It's time for Jolene Core's tension music. Here it comes. Oh my god, it actually is. I can't believe that worked. It was like
Daisy.
Alexa.
12.
Xanthias.
Oh, I did about 17.
Gruffith.
14.
Rowan, I will roll. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna give him whatever I roll. 16. Ophelia.
21.
And then Percival, please.
9.
9. All right, Ophelia, you are actually up first.
Okay.
I'd say that these would have moved a little bit as the initiative was rolled.
Yeah, Ophelia, she will. I think she will rage and run up to the entrance and ready in action for when those balls come into our
Okay.
chamber to strike them.
You rage 5, 10. And you just want to end your turn there and ready in action?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The balls
Yes.
are going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20,
So this one is on
30.
the inner track.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, there's one on the inner track, one on the outer track. They also switch between the gravities.
Yeah.
Like they
So,
seem
sorry,
to
for
like
podcast
magnetically almost like
listeners-
ka-ta-dunk.
Yeah, we're on like an inner circle. There's
Yes.
a circle around us that's the inner chamber, and then the circle around that, which is the outer chamber.
Yes.
Uh,
And these balls
yeah.
are basically rotating between the two. And even though you guys kind of came round and you doubled up on each other,
Yeah.
these balls seem to possess the ability to just go between the two as they need to.
Okay.
So
Okay.
basically, for the purposes of this, it doesn't matter which way you go. These things know if you're there or not, and they will just go to whichever
Sure,
version
yeah,
you're
yeah,
on,
yeah.
right? So might be able to think of a creative way of getting around them, but for the purposes of this, Ophelia, one basically rolls behind you. If it moves again, it's going to move through you. Like this thing is massive; it fills the inner chamber. But you're ready to action because it's right next to you. You get to make an attack.
Is it metallic in nature?
It is exactly like the ball in the middle, so like a silver ball of mercury.
Can I attack recklessly?
Yeah, sure.
Will do.
Absolutely, you can.
11, 17.
Yeah, sure, that hits.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Doesn't have stats because it doesn't need them.
I mean, it has stats now.
Okay.
8 slashing damage.
8 points of slashing damage.
attack
With veracity, right?
Veracity, yeah.
Okay.
I don't like
Again,
that.
second strike. No, I don't do a second strike.
No, because you readied an action, so you just
Yeah.
get the one this time. You strike, like you kind of thrust veracity into it, and you kind of sense that you feel all that kinetic force as you throw it into the ball. The ball surface just ripples, and the kinetic energy is absorbed into the ball. That is the ball's turn. We go to Rowan on the out. Oh, sorry, Xanthius actually first.
The orb. Is there any indication of the direction they're moving? Like, do the minis have the sort of trail behind them?
Yeah, I'm basically having them go. Sorry, I will. Yeah, they are basically going in a clockwise to me direction, kind of.
Okay, and does the... I don't actually know if this orb can come into this room. If it does, we're going to be like...
It didn't. It looked like it went past.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it could come into this middle chamber.
Because I almost want to...
Also, the orb in the middle chamber. I think did I say that it closed up? That's error on my part. It is still open. So the glass sphere and the wand are still accessible.
Yeah, because my thinking is, we've triggered the alarm. Let's just get more things. But I want to grab Ophelia and pull her into this middle sphere. So that when this orb does move again, because we don't know when it's going to move again.
Is Ophelia resisting that in any way?
I wouldn't resist it.
No, so in that case, you can just grab her for free and move her half speed, which will drag her into this chamber. So that would be your action.
Oh, that's my action. And I guess like grabbing like something from the middle.
Oh, I'd let you do that as a bonus action. Why not?
I'm gonna make more balls happen.
I look to the others. I look at the
Now,
stuff.
here's the thing. You've seen me use the minis of these balls before. I've only ever had 2. I couldn't possibly have any more, could I? What kind of madman would go out and buy more balls?
Podcast listeners, he's lying.
I
Or
feel like I've only ever seen 2 of this mini. There can't be more.
Can't be more.
But also, there's a wand. There's another glass sphere. You might need it.
Stuff.
Just in case.
This man has a bank account and he's willing to use it.
Just in case Gruff does have authorization, I will put a hand on Big Priz and I will reach in to the wand to pull the wand out.
You pull the wand out.
And I look around.
Nothing happens.
I look to my friends. I shrug.
End of turn.
End of turn.
All right, you hear Rowan like, oh, there's a big ball.
Thank you, Rowan.
They want me to do anything.
Is it his turn?
This is his turn. He does nothing unless you want to yell at him to do something.
That's the thing. I don't know what.
There's also like these balls make no sound. Like there's no like. They're just like. It's like do you remember The Prisoner, the old TV show with
I
the
was
ball
thinking
chasing?
that,
it?
yeah.
Rowan, maybe
Yes!
maybe silent images or something, so the balls go after that and not us.
Okay.
Keep the image moving on the opposite ones that we're on.
He will cast a first level spell and cast a silent image, and try and make an illusion.
Yes.
Sure.
They're
Yeah.
hovering, right?
They're very close to like the surfaces of the walls and the ground. They're also massive, so they pretty much fill the corridor.
Right. Like a wall.
There is like a tiny gap at the top that you might be able to, like Daisy might be able to squeeze through it at the very top, basically.
Sounds like a jump.
Providing that they
prone
don't,
through
well,
this entire
assuming they can't change their elevation.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is going to be Rowan's turn. After Rowan, we have Gruff.
Hello.
Hello.
There's just one entrance to this central chamber.
There is just the one,
Just the one.
right by Ophelia currently.
Okay, I would like to, position myself in that entrance.
In the entrance or outside?
Not outside.
Okay, so basically swap places with Ophelia.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get thrown around.
And I kind of just want to like barricade, like just be a barricade, like get my shield out,
Okay.
hunker
yeah.
down.
So block this.
In fact, I might even extend the shield using the, because it's
Sure.
the,
A Masterwork shield. Yep.
so extends the kind of extra flanking on it.
Uh-huh. It's a bonus action, I believe.
Yeah, I kind of want to cast entangle on the outside of the corridor to see if I can catch this thing in it.
Well, Entangle is a massive area of effect, and if you put it outside this corridor, it's going to hit you guys and everything.
Right, okay.
So remember, like area effects, you can't sculpt it unless you have a special ability that lets you sculpt it.
Can I... Devil's Bargain, maybe? I want to basically just position, like use my action to position myself so that when that thing, presumably to Gruff, tries to roll in here with my shield and my, I was going to say strength, not very strong, but I just want to try
block
and
it.
repel it, like, yeah.
I will let you spend. I will let you spend a Devil's Bargain. If it does that, you will have that effect. I make no promises. That's what it will do. I don't want you to feel cheated,
It
like,
can
oh, he
come
made
up
a
and
spell.
over, right?
It can like change its elevation, and it looks like it can go between the upper and lower elements to it. So it might be able
It
to.
could very easily just jump into this room. It's not the
Could I
worst thing.
try and, like, you know, lift the shield if it moves?
Oh, absolutely. If it tries to, you can try and do something with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like
But,
just
yeah.
elevate the shield.
But would you?
It doesn't
like
hurt to try.
I'll devil bug it,
Okay, one fate die spent.
and hold my action to just try and
All
repel
right.
this thing and catch it on the shield.
Daisy.
I don't know what to do. How much do we have above our heads? Like, what's the distance between?
In this middle chamber, you very little. You are
Right.
basically stood around a ball. Imagine you're all kind of like in a 3D space around the ball. When you go out into that corridor, there's like it's like 8 to 9 feet tall, the corridor. So like Rowan could have fit into it
Right.
like fine, but you guys, for Daisy, there's like a good 4 or 5 feet above your head. But above the ball, there's like maybe, I would say like 2 feet of space above the ball.
Okay.
There's still an orb.
Orb.
There is the glass sphere still inside the cocoon,
Cocoon.
the egg.
I don't think I could. I don't think. So that one is on. You said that one's on the track that. Because there's 2 tracks.
So it's on the outer ring just outside this chamber. There are 2 tracks, but it looks like it can jump between the 2 at will.
Which one is? So right now it's on the one where the gap is above it,
Yeah, sure.
not below it.
Sure. Yeah. It's on the one where the gap is above it.
If I went onto the other track, would it then have the gap below it?
Don't know. It might change. It might drop down to the other track and come after you. You don't know.
What are you thinking of just mega dashing out?
You could try. You've got plenty of movement.
We don't actually know how fast it moved. Or at least I didn't.
You would have seen they
Well,
would have moved
it
about
was
30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they might be able to speed up. They might be able to slow down.
Yeah.
No idea.
Ball.
Ball. You don't know.
Can I try and do that? I basically want to try and use my fast movement and my nimbleness to try and like
Scoot out.
get on the track that lets me slide under it and like just dash and see how far I can get?
I would say to do that, give me an acrobatics check. But you would have to commit to doing it before you roll. You'd have to be like, yep, I'm going to try that, and then acrobatics to try and do it successfully. If you fail the acrobatics, what that would mean is like the ball has enough reaction time to maybe like catch a piece of you as you're like trying to get like it'll catch you as you're trying to get away, basically.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay. All right. Acrobatics check, please, and then we'll do your movement.
That's kind of cocked. That's rubbish.
Have less things in your dice tray.
It was in the corner.
At least it's not a critical
It's
situation.
true.
Can I use some fate?
You can use one fate. Yes.
14 total.
14 total is not enough, I'm afraid. You still get to move, but it is going to basically tap you as you go, which is going to be like you failed the saving throw against it.
Okay.
You are going to take some damage, in fact, and it will be slightly enhanced as some of the kinetic energy absorbed from Ophelia's attack is sort of reflected into you.
So don't hit it.
So that would be how much you did 8 points of damage.
Yes.
That'd be you take 19 force damage.
That sucks.
But
you move
you
your full-
slide out and you get to make your full movement. So it'd be 5,
So-
10 movement at the moment. So you can go 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you out into the outer corridor.
Oh, so if you did a dash, I think you're out of its range.
You'd be able to maybe get out completely.
Yeah, basically want to.
Yep, because you get 30 feet to here, and
30
then
feet, and
that's
then
your
my-
move action, then action dash, 5,
Action.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then you could then cunning action, bonus action,
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Man, you just zip around the
Yeah,
entire...
Daisy just like almost like slide. It does like, so as Daisy goes to run past this thing, you watch as it almost seems to sense and lock onto her, and it drops. And just as you're sliding like out of the way, it wings you as you're about to escape, and you feel just this boom, force of energy ripple through you, but then you're just running. And you see this one right behind you as at the end of your turn, these things take another turn, Daisy.
Oh, wow.
And this thing would have chased you round 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, they're just doing
35,
loops.
40. Give me the Gruff, Xanthias, and Ophelia. Can you all make intelligence checks for me?
Can
Just
I-
straight intelligence.
At the end of my turn, just say, "Don't hit it. I think I just got punched because of extra because Ophelia hit it hard. It absorbed it.
Noted. Okie dokie.
Sorry.
Wait, so
It's fine."
Just straight intelligence.
straight intelligence.
Yeah, I'd
okay,
say.
Not like insight or...
I'd say you could use insight, actually. Yeah, I'd say I'd allow insight as well.
Okay.
Someone had to find out what they did.
Well, no, it's just, you might not. Don't know what you roll.
18.
18, okay.
10.
13.
10. Gruff, you're the only one. You pick up on this because you watch them go past. They don't come in this room. You do notice they're speeding up. The longer you delay, the faster these things are getting. Like, they're speeding up as they go round. You also get the sense that basically if they touch you, you take damage. You have to make a saving throw and stuff like that. But yeah, but they are speeding up. There is now one right outside the chamber door.
Yeah, there's no escape right now.
As that is the balls go. Percival!
You could still.
Sister Ophelia!
Percy, would you mind escorting dear Pascal into the central chamber, please? Things are going a little bit,
As you wish, Sister Ophelia.
strange.
He'll
Thank
be,
you.
come along, Master Pascal, and just sort of like leads him
Oh,
off,
he's
like
so cute.
and like takes him. This skeleton in his black armor and helmet. Come along, sir. Like takes him along. But yeah, so
Look.
Percival's turn will be done doing that, which leads us to Ophelia at the top of a brand new round.
You could still
In
make
fact,
saving
actually, do you know
throws to get
what?
around them.
That's the perfect time to take a wee break.
It
we
is
did
the
a
perfect
wee
time.
break.
That
A
is-
wee little break, but what a lovely little predicament you found yourselves in. But what
Nice.
lovely treasures you've acquired as well.
Very nice, very nice.
Nice puzzle this is. A nice puzzle encounter.
Yes,
Very interesting.
Very interesting. We will see you in a short 5 minutes after our break. See you then in part 2.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Welcome back to part 2 of Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Our heroes are currently in a sort of a resource storage area in the Proto-Magi Vault. They've loaded themselves up on goodies. There is still perhaps one goodie left to be retrieved, but they have triggered some sort of defensive system in a weird gravity dome marble madness trap. That is Daisy has just managed to escape, taking a little bit of damage in the process, but leaving Gruff, Ophelia, and Xanthius within. I believe it was the top of a brand new round with Sister Ophelia up in the initiative.
But first, for podcast listeners, because it's been a while, to describe the map, we are currently sat in an inside ring.
You have like an inner chamber, which you're safe in, it seems.
Safe here.
Then there is an outer chamber ring that does have like a weird gravity twist, but the ball can
In
bounce
2D purposes, there is a circle around us that the ball is travelling around.
And then there is
a
an
circle
outer
around
layer.
that another ball is travelling around, and they are getting faster and faster, and we have to get out of here.
Speeding up.
Rowan and Percival and Daisy and Pascal are safe on the outside.
Yes. Thank you, Thomas, for that lovely podcast recap.
NPBB.
Ophelia?
I think Ophelia is going to dash into the corridor, and I think what she wants to do
The
is...
ball is currently like basically right outside the entrance to this chamber. You will have to do the same thing as Daisy, in that you'll basically have to make, for you it'd be a reflex save, because this thing is directly there now, to try and bypass the ball.
Okay. Because I think my idea is that because Ophelia's quite fast, she will keep the ball kind of distracted and on her while she tries to outrun it, so the other two can make an escape and get out.
Okay, interesting. All right. So yeah, if you want to get past, because it is blocking the entrance, obviously it's moving at the same time, so there is a chance, but it is a reflex, a dexterity saving throw. Why do I keep saying reflex? It's not 4th edition D&D, Mark.
That really locked in for a second there, didn't you?
Can I like use my spider climb to like go like to try and like outmaneuver it?
God, that really fucks with the geometry of this place.
It doesn't. What I will say is that I will give you an advantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
Because you can kind of use the wall to throw this thing off a little bit, but because it does seem to have some ability to track and move itself, this thing might even be able to change the direction it's going in for, you know. So I'd still say it's a dexterity saving throw, but with advantage.
Okay. 50.
Is that with advantage?
Highest, yeah. The second one's a 5.
That is going to be a success, but you're going to take half damage.
Okay.
Oh.
1 away.
That's so frustrating.
You were 1 away. And that's only going to be 8 points of force damage this time. I rolled pretty badly. But yeah, you slip out. Which direction would you like to go? In the way the ball is currently rolling?
Yes, I kind of want to go...
So you kind of go out onto the wall, take a little bit of damage from this thing as you touch it and it ripples, and then you begin to like run around, basically.
Yeah, so
where do you want to go to? So you
kind
have
of just opposite where the ball is.
10, 15,
About 20 feet? Yeah.
Yep.
And say to the guys, I'm trying to clear a path. When it goes past, run. I hope I can keep it distracted for you.
So that is, you've used 20 feet of your movement. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just going to keep... well, I guess if it gets close to me, can I, like, use an action to move further away?
You can dash.
Close to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so just stay ahead of it.
To stay ahead of it, yeah.
Yeah, and
I
your
was gonna
movement
say,
is
'cause
50 feet,
50
right?
feet,
Okay,
yeah.
so when it gets within 5 feet of you,
Yeah.
you want to spend 50 feet of movement, and you want to take the dash action,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, sure.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Amazing.
Amazing. After Ophelia, it is indeed balls, as they get 2 turns. So this one is going to go 5, 10, 15.
Catches up to
your
Ophelia.
trigger attack. So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You're basically right behind it. It moved, where was it? It was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, as you are like running ahead of it. The two of you see that it has rolled around and it's just about to pass by the passageway. The outer one will also...
So it
go
almost
40 feet.
clears an entire cycle just in one movement.
It does now. 15, 20,
Well, yeah, it's only going to get faster as well.
30, 35, 40. It goes to there.
Okay,
That's
so,
the positions they were in when I did.
yeah, so both exits are more clear than they were.
You just need to make a saving throw.
Yeah, it'd be an acrobatics now because it's right by.
Oh,
the
an
action.
acrobatics.
Yeah, it was because like Ophelia had to specifically not touch it, whereas like for you it was like you had to just barely avoid it.
I have a +7 to my acrobatics, and I just rolled
stink.
terribly.
Stinky. After the balls, Xanthias.
I look to the wand. I look to the orb in the center that is now housing the final treasure of this room, a clear orb. I look at Gruff. I shrug.
He's got
Gruff
to take
shrugs
it.
back.
I'll take the the clear orb.
Yep.
Hell yeah. No alarms. No. Fantastic. I pocket those. So we're currently in basically an encased circle right now, except for the one exit. If I look out of that exit now, there's an orb.
It's like rolling
Right
in.
there.
It's like about to like
Right
dun,
there.
dun, 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 dun. That was what I had in my head when Daisy.
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
Because the ball was right behind Daisy. As,
Whole
like,
thing.
I like to think for the second one that I went past,
that's the
I
second
sort
one
of
as it-
skidded
yeah.
past it.
But if I was to look around, because we're kind of oriented in a very odd way, can I see like Daisy, Rowan, all those guys?
No, because the walls aren't like completely see through.
That's what I was
Okay.
going to ask, so I see if I could assist.
I'm trying to think.
The walls do block vision between them.
Okay, I'm gonna hold back for a second. Gruff, you need to make a run for it. I've got a way to get out of here. You're gonna move fast. You ready? Haste.
Okay, so you cast as an action, you cast haste.
I
on
cast
Gruff.
as an action haste on.
Okay,
yeah.
which is double speed.
It doubles your speed as well as +2 to AC as well, and advantage on dex saves.
There you go. That sounds pretty good to me.
But you are twice as fast as you were before.
End of turn.
I'm gonna stay here for now.
Okay. My illusion doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that, Rowan. Anything else you might be able to do?
I can heal Daisy. Do you want me to heal you?
Okay, that'd be nice. That was sore.
He will cast a spell to heal you.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could see through them enough to assist. Like, be like, go now.
a big heal.
Big heal.
14 HP from Rowan.
That's a juicy
Was
heal.
that just a level 1 cure wound?
Level 1 kill wound.
I'm never going to get over how good heals are now.
Thank you, Rowan. I feel much better now.
That's okay. I hope the others can get out. Anyway, that is Rowan's turn.
They're really getting blended in there.
Gruff.
Hello.
Hello.
You're definitely sure you can get out?
Absolutely.
Right. I trust you.
No, you shouldn't.
Well, now I don't know what to do.
Get out there.
I think they're getting quicker. You might want to go fast.
Run, Gruff.
Ball is right there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to decide whether or not to hold my action until Ball has gone past.
Okay.
Nah, fuck it, let's go. I'm just gonna run. Just run. I'm gonna use my haste.
So give me an acrobatics check.
That's 2 plus 1.
Yeah.
Like Daisy, it does, as you drop and you start to run through, it does sort of lock on and sort of shunt you with its force for a moment. That is going to be, unfortunately, 17 force damage.
Has
But
that been permanently empowered now that Ophelia... Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's just one.
it was expended,
Right.
when it hit Daisy. I just rolled really
Oh,
high
that
on
was
that
just a
one,
really high
and
one.
then
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
before was really bad. So 5 feet of movement used,
Yeah.
and then just want to try and get out.
Go.
All right, 5.
9 man, go fast.
10, 15, 20,
Good luck,
25,
Rob.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's your move action.
So you can still go.
Yeah.
Because I got 35 foot of movement normally.
Oh, you have 35 feet of movement.
Another 10 feet.
You are there.
You are basically... You are basically out.
You're right.
That's your move action. You still have your action and bonus action left.
You could just move a little bit more if you want.
Gonna move
So take dash action and then basically get out.
Gruff just strolls.
If you had stayed there, by the way, and this thing passed, it still would have hit you. So,
Yeah,
so
it would
action to dash, get out of the way.
You do also have another action you can take with
do.
haste.
Yeah, although it can only be
Be
basic
dash,
actions.
Dash, disengage, hide, or utilize.
I'd like
Utilize.
to utilize my spell. No. So I can only dash.
Well, you could have that extra...
That could have been your dash, yeah. We'd say that the haste
Do you
one
want
was
to do
your
another
dash.
lap?
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah,
So you have your normal action left.
I'm just going to do another lap.
You can. You absolutely can.
No, don't reach for it. Can I cast something healing on myself?
You sure can. If you're casting it on yourself, I'll leave you to that. Just cast your...
Leave me to it, but
just
for
got a slot.
stats bods, I'm going to cast a healing word at level 1 on myself.
Okay. Daisy, anything you'd like to do?
I believe in you.
Okay, nice.
I got nothing.
2d4 plus 4.
I got nothing.
Healing word you're doing on yourself, are you?
Yeah, although
Okay.
I kind of wish I'd done cure wounds.
Balls.
Can I change it and do a cure wounds?
You can do a cure wounds.
I'm going to do a cure wounds.
I was going to say, I was sure you had that.
I was being a fucking
5,
idiot.
10.
Yeah.
Ophelia, I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
Save. Can I see this coming?
Yes.
Danger sense.
Yeah.
Ah, danger sense. Very
I
cool.
turned my iPad off.
Why did you do that?
She hit it by
I hit the
accident.
button.
Oh.
Cure wounds level 1.
19.
19 is a success. You're going to take half damage. That is going to be 12, half to 6 force damage.
Are you
It's
raging?
force, so
Not
yeah.
yet, no.
Well, it's
Oh,
force
it's
damage.
force. Never mind.
And so that was it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
10 feet around.
It's increasing 10 feet around, and then this
Get
one does the same.
Real fast.
5,
You're playing bad.
10,
Come out, it's fine.
15,
I
20,
just need a feeling.
25, 30, 35,
you're gonna-
40,
You can bam.
45, 50. That is, but remember they get 2 turns and their initiatives are actually quite close together. Percival, would you like Percival to do anything? He's gone out into the main. In fact, actually, I'd say he's too far to hear you at this point. He's like out in the corridor. In which case, we go to a top of a round. Ophelia.
Xanthias, you're
Really
okay?
get out of there.
Okay. Yeah, Ophelia's going to dash out.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got a clear path now.
Yeah, you do.
5. Yeah, you can with your 100 feet of movement with your dash. You immediately get out. All right. So then ball.
Oh, good. Ball does move. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Just gonna spin around you.
Well, that's the thing is I'm trying to see if it will just end up back where it was. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
So it basically moved 5 feet.
Ahead, or 10 feet.
Yeah.
technically. And then this one will do the same
I think
thing.
that's basically the opposite side now.
5.
Um,
I'm going to have this one change its direction.
it turned around.
It begins rolling the other way because now it can sense.
The outer track has turned around.
Yeah.
The inner track is unfortunately blocking my path out if I was to follow it around now.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. The screwball scramble.
It is really blocked my
And just
route
as a
out.
point, you cannot see out of the walls in between the chambers. Like it is not.
Oh, and they're silent.
You cannot see the guys outside. So if you have a spell that requires line of sight, you cannot see through the interior walls.
But I could, on the outer track, could I have, though? Because I think I...
If
Now,
you
this might have
can
been-
get line of sight to it, yes.
Oh, okay.
But not from where you currently are, or indeed
Right,
on
I
the,
see.
where the exit to the inner track
Gotcha.
is.
Now that kind of
Oh,
Fuck with things.
fucks with things a little bit.
well.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25...
So it would be Xanthius' turn next.
25, 30. I would have to dodge past both of them to do this.
Why not?
You know, Ophelia, he told me that he had it, but I'm not sure.
You told me he had it as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't have left.
I'm standing at the door, ready to jump out, but I'm like, maybe next time, maybe on the next rotation.
He's there forever.
I'm going to wait until the next rotation to see if there's a clearer path somehow. I know they're moving so erratically that it's impossible to, like, mind maze this.
Yeah. Would anybody from Rowan, Gruff, or Daisy like to do anything?
There's nothing I can do because I don't have any spells.
Yeah, Ron's, I don't know what to do.
All I can do is shout positive affirmations towards.
Xanthias,
You can't see him.
I noticed you're not out yet.
It's okay. On the next one, I'm about to go.
Okay.
You said that already.
Okay. 5. I'm going to do this without moving the mini because it's a bit harder for me to track. 5. Be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Oh, okay. One exit is clear.
And And this one I think I can do because it's a bit easier. 5, 10, 15.
The inside
20,
track is now a
25.
clear shot to the exit,
30.
or at least to the outer track.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay.
So it's my turn again?
No, because the balls go again. Remember, they have 2 initiatives.
There is the perfect opportunity to go now. No, don't move again.
15,
Hold person or something.
15,
I can't hold
20.
person on myself.
25.
You don't even need to. You're
Yeah,
fine.
I'm still frozen.
35,
Yeah, whole person is just stand there.
I'm like
40,
ready to jump out the door, and then it like
45,
swooshes
50.
past. Oh wow!
55, 60, 65, 70.
70 feet now.
So it'd be a turn now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
No!
30,
Stop!
35, 40,
Stop!
45, 50,
Stop moving!
55, 60, 65, 70.
That's the exact.
For podcast listeners, pretty much both of the rings have been blocked.
That's in the worst places they could possibly be. Next round?
Xanthias, I know you said
I think,
now.
so here's the problem, Tom. I don't think you have enough movement
Yeah, I don't
to
think you
get
do.
out without these things hitting you. I know you do have some like teleports and stuff, but you need visual line of sight.
Oh.
If you think you can do
I
it.
think I can get
you
line
can
of
get-
sight.
You might only get hit by that
So-
one, and then you can come out, get line of sight, and bam.
Or you can also
have-
hold an action to dash.
I have 30 feet of movement. With 30 feet, I want to go around the bottom of that inside ring to the exit.
So-
the exact opposite way that
5,
is going. Yeah, 5.
10,
10.
15, 20, 25, 30 gets you to here.
Then a dash, an action dash,
5, 10, 15, 20,
and
25. Which direction?
then left.
Left. So your left or my left?
Away from you.
30.
I don't have
There's
line-
your movement.
I don't have line of sight on the exit.
There's your turn.
I thought I did.
So,
Okay.
Rowan, Gruff, Daisy, anything you want to do? You currently do not have line of sight to him because a ball is blocking the way.
Can I use my bonus action to lay down?
You can drop yourself
Lay
prone.
down.
Okay.
No, but then you're going to
I-
lose 15 feet of movement.
That's.
Can I step in the path?
He also technically has, I think, disadvantage on dexterity saving throws whilst prone. I need to check. Hello.
Can I step in the path of the ball?
It is blocking entrance into the dome.
Okay.
So you could, but you would have to physically like push past it and
think it
stand
also-
in the way.
When it hit people, did it basically like phase right?
Oh,
through them?
it rolls over you. It like
Yeah.
it's
I
like
guess
made
I just
of
wanted
metal.
to try and get it distracted onto me,
You would have to enter.
but I
Into
still
the-
and
into
I
the
still
pathway.
hasted. So
You are.
could I enter, get it to roll the other way, like towards me, and then like
You tell me. You tell me what you want to do.
I would like it if I can basically go in, get it distracted on me, and then come out again, so that basically I can give Xanthias a chance.
If
to
you
run.
go out, it will just ignore you.
Yeah.
If you step out of this ring, it will just go after Xanthias. You would have to remain in the dome to keep its attention focused on you.
Okay, and then it goes me, balls, Xanthias.
So the order right now would be you, then Daisy would technically get a turn, then the balls would go, and then the balls would go again, and then Xanthias. Remember, they get 2 initiatives.
Oh.
Yeah.
So even if I step out distracted, it's probably going to roll the whole way around the ring and hit.
Well,
both
like I
of
said,
us.
if you step in and distract it, and then immediately step out, it won't give a shit about you anymore.
Yeah.
But it might
no, I'm
lap
saying
it,
what I'm
though.
saying is
Oh, right, yeah,
it'll lap
yeah.
around and hit Xanthias
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you stay in here, in which case it will follow you. Like
But-
you could move this way and try and get it to come after you, but it's probably got enough speed that it's going to hit you
It's
both
got enough
anyway.
speed.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is that like my sacrifice would be pointless
Yeah.
because it's still going to lap and hit both of us.
Potentially.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which
Because-
case I won't,
It's
Okay.
still going to
Yeah.
hit
because there's no point.
regardless.
Balls.
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 So they'd speed up again. This is the turn they speed up. So 5, 10, 15, 20,
going like 100.
25, 80 feet now.
80 feet. Okay.
30, Xanthius, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. And
I'm laying down.
You still have normal dexterity saving throw. You are not at disadvantage, but you will lose movement standing back up.
So it's like sliding against the floor
It
now.
presses itself right against the floor. Yep, it seems to have enough sentience to maneuver itself. This is not like a stone ball Indiana Jones style. This is like some weird magic metal mercury ball.
13.
13 is not enough, I'm afraid. Nearly max damage. 21 force damage, Xanthius, as you feel this thing like gravitron crush you as it rolls over you. That was 30 feet of movement to get to you.
30.
So
That moves another.
35.
No, sorry, it was 35, I think.
Okay,
Yes,
40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Remember, it gets
there's a
another turn.
Yeah.
This one now is pointless because you are outside of it, so I'm
inside
just going to
one,
leave
thank
it where
God.
it is. I'm not going to count that one. The bulls then get their second turn because it would be Ophelia's turn unless Ophelia would like to do anything.
I don't think there's anything Ophelia can do. Right?
I mean, you're looking into this thing. This is now just going.
Have you still got it? I don't think Xanthius has got it.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
It's the misty
50,
step.
60,
just-
yeah, I need you to make another reflex
Goes,
save.
dude. Like,
That's why it's dangerous. They get sped up every turn. You guys thought we could just wait. We'll just wait.
winded and in pain from the last one. I only rolled a 7.
Oh, not as bad damage-wise. 11 force damage this time.
Force damage.
And then you get a turn.
The image of you.
It now rolls over me again, but this time
15 feet of movement.
I stand up, 15 feet of my movement. I shamble
5,
forward
10,
just enough.
15.
I
That
can
gives you
see
lane
the
of sight.
exit. I bonus action Misty Step.
You're out.
I just like appear in front of you, just.
Flatter than he
It's not flat, but he does look like there's like bruising all over his body.
I
like,
really thought there was a way out of there that was going to be better than that.
Was that the plan?
No, well,
You said leave me. I've got this.
yeah, no. If anything, you're welcome.
I'm so sorry for laughing. It's just a ridiculous circumstance that every time you went and it ends here, it was in the worst.
Yeah.
that was not intentional. I was just like, they increase their speed
the way
10
you go.
feet
It
on the
was
second
also,
initiative every
like,
time.
the
And then
double
just,
turns.
yes. The initiatives just worked out in a way that like Xanthius was like, they get 2 turns and then you go. Like,
Are they still going as well? They're like
they continue.
just keep
they're just
going.
getting faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, there is a
We
point
need to
where they'll
leave this room
max
before
out.
it explodes.
I wouldn't be feeling any more deflated about the situation.
It's okay though. Look, that's very funny, Ophelia. That's great.
Thank you.
Look.
Yes.
Thank you for getting me out.
It's okay.
Come here, boyo, and I'll pat you on the shoulder, and as I do, cure wounds.
Thank you.
Level 2,
Level 2.
which is 4d8.
Yes.
8.
Shit.
Yeah.
8, 6, and a 3.
Hey! See, sometimes I roll max damage, sometimes
Plus
you roll
4.
big heal.
So 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Big heal.
I
Looking better
feel
already.
17, 18,
so close to good as new. I feel suddenly so good.
I'm like 1% off 100%.
But I can't do anything about that last one.
if instead of 100% it was, I don't know, 56% or something like that, I'd be a 55.
Yeah, I would literally
He
be a
actually
55.
looks better. He actually looks slightly better than Daisy does.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. But we got everything we needed.
Did you get good things?
We did well. We think we got good things. We got another one of these empty orbs, which might come in handy. Who's to say? Maybe there's a room somewhere that requires 3 of these things. Hopefully.
Imagine if there wasn't. That was just like an extra.
There is a part of me that feels like
it could be.
What if there was? That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
The next room has just one.
It's like in Resident Evil, you sometimes get an extra key. And you're like, oh, just in
You can't have
case.
too many.
Can't have too many.
I love
What if you lost one? What if you never found
Exactly.
one?
Worst nightmare. Honestly, losing something that I don't have.
I'll tell you what, Tom.
Yes.
It's just like a little insight just for you because you did suffer a little bit there. That room is blue now
blue now.
on the mini map. It's blue.
Because
Because you cleared it.
Oh god, that feels so good.
That's fine. I know.
Worth it.
I know.
Can I look at the minimap for downstairs?
I know. You don't want to do that. But anyway,
Family are still
you guys.
Fuck, that feels so good. Why? You need to do that for every room.
Well, we'll do that maybe in a post-show.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can leave. Like that you don't want to go back in there. Like those.
yeah, we're done.
Silent. You just see it.
fine. We got everything.
Woof, woof. This spinning ball roaming around.
No one's going into that room ever again. But I think we got everything we needed. This weird gauntlet thing. We got some diamonds.
Yes.
Quite a lot of money in that. You got some
Got some herbs and some
herbs
blue
and things.
wood.
Oh, actually,
Maggie
that might
would
be
like
good.
that.
Maggie would like it. But there's also this purple room was the
Alchemical.
alchemical room.
Alchemical.
Maybe
lab.
something useful in there.
Well, shall we go there now then?
It doesn't hurt. It certainly doesn't hurt.
Well, no, I just healed you.
No, you're right. That's why it doesn't hurt. But I think I can use the gold sight eye once more to maybe identify one of these. Either the stone, which someone picked up.
You have.
I
got
picked
that.
up the spell stone.
And I've got the wand. So which do you think is most important? I would say the wand. I think the stone.
These herbs.
I think the stone is.
No,
something
because you
that
have to go and learn it another time.
Yes,
and all that.
yeah. So
Yes.
shall I identify this wand and see what
knock
kind of
yourself
special?
out. Well, actually, don't knock yourself.
No, I just
don't.
tried that. It's
Unless you
awful.
want to wait in case there's other things that we find.
There might be stuff in the
In the other
alchemical
places.
place.
True. True.
Save it for maybe for the next
Save
session.
it for
Save it for a
another
rainy
You
day.
might find some new things.
Save it.
Because you need
Jinx.
to come up with what.
No,
it
no,
is.
I know what it does. No, I've got it. But I think like also it'd be cool when Trot's here and like
Yeah, okay.
share the spoils when everyone's here,
Also, I
and
believe
also
I said
you
jinx.
might find more
Jinx.
things.
That's
You
what
said the same
think,
thing at the
yeah.
same time.
I do like things.
So now you've got to.
Things and stuff.
things and stuff.
This is that bit of
that's the
Resident
worst
Evil where
for
you
you,
get to
isn't
go
it?
into all the rooms that you couldn't get to, and you're like, I know there's a desert eagle in here. I know there's a eagle in here somewhere. But yes, where would you like to go?
Purple room.
You need a purple sphere for that.
You have 3 now.
Xanthias, go.
You have one clear sphere, one green
Daisy,
sphere, and
now
one yellow.
obviously I know how this works. Let's say we needed a purple sphere.
Blue one.
We start with blue. I know that much.
Provided it's Andy's, you've already done it before.
Have I?
Yeah,
haven't
we've
made
been
purple
into
before.
a purple room, haven't we?
No.
Don't believe you have.
Have we?
We haven't got the
Green,
achievement
red.
for making a purple
Oh,
yet.
No.
Okay, well then I just shouted at you for no reason.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right.
order,
Well,
please?
let's use this clear one at least for now, so I can keep the others. I'm definitely
Clear
gonna
or
keep the
bin?
green. Clear in.
Stays clear.
Red.
Turns red,
Wait, did you say red? Blue on the other side.
or mixes together as the two colours interject into the clear sphere, and it turns a solid purple.
Very nice. Orb out. Keystones out.
You got it.
I'm serious. I love that.
Where does the square go? In the round hole.
No, it all goes in this
Where
way.
does the triangle go?
Was it Xanthi?
That's right, in the round hole.
That blue and red make purple, or was it Tom?
Let's not dwell on it. So you want to open the southern purple door into the
Southern,
alchemical room?
exact opposite to the entrance, the purple door.
Would you like to leave Percival and Pascal outside this time?
Yeah,
Or
why
you
not?
Okay.
You can hang out.
But we need to make sure nothing else is
Really,
in the
can you
hallway. Though.
sort people out?
We, I mean, for the we're in the room at the moment, but
Yes.
we would definitely do open the door very carefully.
Yeah,
Be
absolutely.
prepared for something to jump out.
I would like to know who is in first.
I'll stay at
I
the.
will describe what you see.
I'll stay at the front
first.
because I'm opening the door.
Okay.
Zan and Gruff.
And then everyone else behind.
And then
So when you
behind Gruff, I'm stuck to Gruff this whole
go.
this whole
Rowan's at
place.
the back,
I'm at the back.
suspiciously quiet.
When you open the purple door, a very short, 10-foot wide corridor, about 15 feet long, leads into a large rectangular room, very similar to the living armory that you saw downstairs.
Yes.
But instead of this time, there are 4 floating crystal pillars that dominate the center of the room. They have hollowed out sections like the shelves in the dome that you saw previously. And these shelves have various tubes and vials and alchemical lab equipment, all within it, almost like a rotating dispensary, these kind of floating crystal shelved pillars.
Okay.
On the outskirts, sort of on the sides walls of the room, there are 9 large glass capsules embedded into the walls around the edges. You can see dead looking, like very clearly dead. These have wounds or limbs cut off. They're, maybe one's just like a partial upper torso with a spinal column. You see dead creatures, some of which, you probably recognize creatures from Altheya. You would see like an owl bear, which is, part of its like head and maybe part of its torso, the rest of its body missing, floating inside the glass sphere. Some creatures you do not recognize. Or actually, you guys encountered a couple of demons when you were fighting in Ashen Rest.
Okay.
There is like it's got a huge bite mark taken out of its chest, but there's a preserved demon just sort of floating. This is very much the face hugger in the glass tubes in Alien, floating there.
Okay.
But you can see that attached to these glass capsules, there are tubes and devices, needles that seem to inject into the creature, and it looks like things maybe are drained or pulled out of them. There are also plant-like creatures. There are also creatures you've never seen really before. Bizarre things of, six-limbed insects, like giant mantises, but with 6 limbs and antennae. You see a sort of twisted, not quite a dragon, but dragon-like feathered beak creature within one of them. Again, all very clearly dead, but it looks like they are some sort of specimens.
Okay.
Are they all like intact? I mean, I know you said missing limbs, but are they all like a singular creature? They've not been like.
Yeah, they've not been. No,
like,
these are actually all just perfectly preserved as they would have been in life.
as they should be.
As they should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what
It looks like that they've been. Anybody can give me a Arcana check, I would say, or a medicine check, I would say.
Yeah,
either of those would work.
I got a +7 on that.
It's fine. You don't have
This is grotesque.
I can't. I don't know what any of these things are. So weird.
medicine.
24.
24.
22 Arcana.
The two of you, very clearly, these are obviously creatures that have maybe unusual blood or venoms or things like that, and they have basically been kept to, suck the juices out of, for lack of a better word, probably as alchemical ingredients, but also perhaps used to test alchemical elements as well. These have probably been used to see how their flesh or bodies would react to enzymes and alchemical elements. Here it's very much a laboratory. This is like a science lab.
Yeah, okay.
The actual crystal columns, there's a mixture of things. With your 2 checks, you would know that there is a mixture of compounds, enzyme, mixants and things like that. But you get the feeling that there probably is completed potions, for lack of a better word, or things like that amongst there, but you would need to spend some time analyzing them to try and find those, I would say. But I would say with the 2 of you with your checks, you could do that for 2 of them. You could go up and basically scan through them and see if there's anything usable on each column, if you would like.
I will do so.
Okay.
I think this room
Which column
might
would
be
you
safe
like?
for us to explore.
Well, until we inevitably trigger some alarm or something like that, and everything starts coming out of the walls and attacking us.
Is every room really alarmed?
Most likely.
Okay, well, let's make sure that we do everything at the same time. If we, same as last time, we just split up, take either side of the room. The moment something happens, the door's right there, I can shut it.
Tell you what room wasn't alarmed. Frida's room.
That's true, but I mean, the
Let's not-
family's room might have been fine too.
Yes, that was an absolutely normal room.
That was an absolutely
Well, it
normal,
wasn't
fine
alarmed.
room.
It was alarming.
But they were cells.
These do not appear to be cells. These are workspaces.
Yeah.
I'd like to go over to column. My brain zoned out.
Right, you said you'd like to go to column.
Just move, feel free to just move your mini.
Is it the 4 columns on the...
Yeah, the 4 round columns in the centers of the room. Yeah, the ones with the little drawings of shells
Choose.
and
You
stuff like
choose.
that.
Go on, you choose.
Okay. I will.
And anybody doing anything else?
Whichever side of the room Gruff goes to, yeah, I'll take the opposite side. just because we both did the checks independently to each other. So yeah, we'd both check out
The furthest.
the furthest away from the entrance on either side of the room, and whoever else wants to join as well.
Yeah, Ophelia will just have a little gander over at this one here, behind Xanthius.
So then
Okay, and you're going to check that one, Ophelia. Daisy?
Sure, I'll check the other one.
Right. Rowan will come with Daisy. Rowan will stand next to Daisy. Oh, don't know much about this.
Don't know much biology.
So, Gruff and Xanthius, you guys had already made really good checks, so you kind of know kind of what you're looking for here. You kind of, I don't know if you have experience with alchemy, but you know enough to be like, no, I think that's ingredient. No, that's not that. That's not. And you do find something. Each of you find one thing. Gruff, you would find. You don't recognize it. It's in a sort of more test tube-like container, not with a cork as a stopper, but almost like a thick, waxy resin has sealed it. But there is something oddly familiar about the liquid within, because you recognize it as being very similar to the liquid contained within the potion you got as a gift from Caliphris, the potion of true healing. So like this is a potion of healing like you had before, so one that restores an immense amount of hit points and you can technically drink as a reaction if you're about to die. And that is on the pillar. It looks like it is the same sort of thing. Like it looks a bit different, but you're confident enough to be able to identify a potion of healing because you've seen one before.
Okay.
if anyone is close enough, you hear Gruff just mutter under his breath, "Charlatan."
Xanthius, you see not a potion, something a bit more interesting.
Okay.
You see a long silvery metal tube. Shut up. With almost like sliders down the side, and each one is tipped with a very tiny gemstone. And there is, you can see that there is clear liquid running down the
One of
cylinders.
those multicolour pens.
It looks a lot like one of those multicolored pens, but it looks like it might slide out a needle instead of a pen, basically.
Oh, that's cool.
But that it would require like an identify spell or something
Yes.
to identify it.
Okay.
What it does. It looks more like a magic item than it does a potion.
Okay. I mean, I won't take it just yet.
I'm assuming you guys haven't taken anything unless you tell me you
I
took.
will say, like, I've definitely seen what I want to take from here, but let's make sure everyone picks up everything at the same time, and then we just get out of here. Okay? Unless you've already picked up yours. Okay.
Daisy and Ophelia, I need you guys to make investigation checks to see if you can find something amongst all of the other ingredients and things. Rowan will help you, Daisy, so you can have advantage.
Probably.
I was too busy cursing Caliphris under my breath.
Yeah, that's
to
fair.
take it.
I think I've.
No, I see nothing. 8 is my highest.
8, okay.
19.
Even with advantage, damn.
I rolled a 7 and an 8.
Oh, stink.
I'm having a poopy day.
What's that, Ophelia?
19.
19. You and Rowan you're like scanning through. You can't seem to find anything useful.
I'm so scared of everything in this place. I don't want to touch it.
Ophelia, you find a very small vial. Again, kind of almost looks like a kind of crystalline teardrop with a sort of almost like a tightened tip that it looks like you snap off and then you can drink the inside. It is a potion, but you don't know of what kind. It is a potion of some sort.
As I found something, a little thing, but looks interesting.
Daisy and I can't find anything on this one.
I'm sorry, guys.
It all just looks the same.
Everything's evil.
Should we just grab something randomly?
Maybe.
Right, what's the plan here? Everyone grab on 3 and run?
Looking around the room, and I guess I'd be distracted mostly by the test subjects in the things. Is there any change or any like elevation in anything that just seems like the longer we're in here? I don't know. Like
Is activity picked up? Are they
No,
moving? Nothing.
they're not moving. They're dead. All dead.
okay. Well,
Very
just in
dead.
case, Daisy, there's this silver thing here. I might check out the crystal you're looking at, but this one might be good to take here.
I don't trust you and Rowan to search properly.
Well, I just know this is good. I don't want to pick it up just yet, but I can have a look at the one you're looking at, and then we can just take a run. I don't know.
Okay, I'll come over. I'll just stand here.
Okay, this
Just
thing
swap
here
their places for me.
looks like one of those multicolored pens you get in W.H. Smith.
What's that? I want one.
It's not called W. Smith anymore.
It is an Altheya.
All right, investigation check.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Although I realise now you were getting assistance from Rowan.
Will you get your gold eye?
Got
It's
fate?
investigation.
You're right.
And there's fate.
Wow.
I don't think fate will
A
help. I
one
rolled a
and a
3 and a 1.
You look, and yeah, maybe just Daisy Rowan. Maybe there was nothing to find here. Like everything just
Yeah.
looks like ingredients, but nothing of any use. Like you don't think you would need to be a pretty knowledgeable alchemist to use any of this stuff.
Okay, you know what?
You could just try and grab a bunch of stuff and try and sell it.
You know what, Daisy? There's nothing here.
I know it!
Yeah, you were right. Okay, everyone just grab the stuff and go. I'll get ready to close the door.
Are we doing it on a count?
Absolutely.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, do we go on 0?
Oh, fuck.
Do you actually? So did you grab something on 3, but Xanthias doesn't? Or is this a bit? Are we doing a bit?
It's probably a bit.
It's probably a bit. So you all grab the thing and then just grab it and what? Like leap back? Like
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Start going towards
Go towards the door.
Okay. Unfortunately, when you all grab it, because you, as you grab it and pull it, you see runes appear on the crystal thing.
check the fucking
Tension music, go!
3 glyph of warding spells.
Oh, fuck! This is where they are.
Everybody, well, Xanthias, you didn't grab anything because you went to the one that had nothing on it, right?
Bitch. You set me up!
So I need everybody, including Rowan, who's with Daisy, to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Wait.
and I get
what
plus
can
1
I
because
do?
of my fancy
Can I
cloak.
do?
You have evasion if
Yeah.
you succeed. Or you can uncanny dodge it if you fail. Actually, no, uncanny dodge is an attack roll.
What is this? Sorry.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh, Rowan succeeds.
I like how we checked the other room and then just came in here and we're like, nah.
I did find that quite amusing.
Yeah, this is where they are. This is where they all are.
Rowan. Yep, Rowan and Daisy succeed, so you can take half damage.
Nice.
Gruff
16.
is just barely a success. You're going to take half damage.
Natural 20.
Success, you're going to take half damage. Daisy, you'll take no damage because of evasion, right? So you take no damage. Rowan will unfortunately take half.
Fantastic.
This is all thunder damage as a cacophonous, thunderous blast erupts.
At least we were smart enough to loot at the same time. I guess.
At least
that
we've been
smart?
really
Because
It would
one
be
person would have done it.
22 thunder damage, so half to 11 for everybody except Daisy, who takes nothing.
She
Also,
What was that noise?
Well, the thunderous energy shatters
Yeah.
all of the columns, all of the vials, everything.
so we get
the stuff you grabbed, you have enough sense to like
Right.
tuck and like protect with your
Okay.
body. You guys succeeded on the saving throw, so you recover the loot, but everything
All
else
the
is
stuff on the
destroyed.
thing next to me just...
All the glass things on the wall, they crack, they burst. These dead corpses of and goop like.
Yo, we are getting out of here right now. Let's go.
Right to the door.
There you go.
To the door.
Oh, my ears! Please
Go,
let me
let's
alone!
get out of here. Is this an initiative thing or?
No, you've taken the damage. Yeah, this is just a trap, like a defensive
Okay.
trap of like, don't touch my shit.
Basic bitch dungeon
But
trap.
I mean,
We should have checked for traps.
like at least I see
Goddamn.
those things fall out. I'm like, they're alive. We're going.
Yeah. You
We're
guys.
just running out of here, closing that door.
Sure. Okay. Yep. Everyone, please.
Oh, okay.
The speed at which Daisy leapt back from that explosion, cat-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Daisy is completely unfazed. Like this.
You also land, skid on the floor, do a circle.
No, Daisy's
and
like
then
out the. Daisy's out the room before any of
I'm
you.
beside Percival.
Yeah.
Where you been, bro?
I'm ashamed.
ashamed.
That we
This
didn't.
is Kim speaking. I'm like, we just fell for the most basic
Yeah.
fucking.
I
No,
think
we
doing
got
the
3 of
Arcana
the
checks
4.
Threw me off because I was like, we did a check.
And you were looking for the thing to find, which I said. Yeah, there was nobody said, "Can I check and see if there's any traps?" Or like
In the last place.
Like, well, in the last place, I even said like, oh, like magic. There's no. You detected magic. Can you see any runes or anything like that? I was like, oh, you can't see any glyphs of warding. Or I
No,
specifically
you said yeah.
Dumb.
Sometimes, and that's not me having fun of you. That's just like, yeah. I mean, like,
I find it hilarious.
I find it hilarious too.
I see this as an absolute win.
I see this as an absolute win. You got 3 cool things.
3 cool things.
So mine's a healing potion?
It is a potion of
what
healing.
did we write
I've got the box out there. I'll go fetch it for you.
Potion of true healing.
Yeah, the
What is it?
What do I write
Potion of-
in for
of
the
truth.
thing?
it's just called a potion of healing, but I'll get you the card. I'll get you the thing.
You can have this.
It's the one that basically does like a shit ton of HP and removes conditions, and you can technically use it as you're about to die. It's the same one Ophelia had before. The thing you got, Daisy, is it's not on D&D Beyond. Just put down
Episode 19.
unusual alchemical device or something like that.
Unusual.
It will need to be identified.
It'll be fine.
Oh, that's the silver.
That's the silver injector.
Which is in my backpack.
Definitely won't be needing that again.
And then Ophelia, you got a unknown potion, which will also need to be identified.
Look at this little bottle of mystery.
That's very cute. Isn't it cute? That is quite cute.
Can't wait to never see it again from your bed. Daisy doesn't say that.
You'll
She would
never see the
say
light of day.
I should think it though.
That was Katie, that wasn't Daisy.
Yep.
Nim would think it.
I'm sorry, I could not.
Yeah. Nim definitely.
fair.
We were just laughing at it, like, because she went, "Oh, the potion," and I was like, "Oh, that one. Okay, I'm with
The
you."
amount of times that Rhiannon has forgotten a life-saving potion.
Cusco's poison the potion.
Yeah, it's weird that it's happened twice.
I had a nickel for every time. Anyway.
Out of interest,
yes.
with the gold sight eye,
Yeah.
it uses charges, but can I use identify? Can I ritual cast to not use a charge in the gold sight eye? Or
No.
Okay, fair enough.
It's the specific part of that magic item.
that makes
if
sense.
you knew the spell, you could ritually cast
Yeah.
it.
That's
But the item is basically like activate, identify. It means you can do it as an action as well.
That makes sense.
But yeah, you can't ritually cast it from the art.
Oh, did anyone else get hit by that crazy blast of magic?
Yes.
Oof, owie, my bones.
ears.
I didn't get hit. I couldn't find anything on that pillar.
And now you never will.
You sent me into a trap.
I'm sorry, I didn't know there was a trap.
You sent Rowan into a trap.
Why did you do that?
Hey, I didn't know. No one knew there was
hate
any.
me.
No, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I don't hate any of you.
Oh, that's not what.
Except maybe Pascal.
Pascal is not with it enough to realise, is he? No.
He has no idea.
That boy alone.
Yeah, okay.
He's been through a tough time.
Wow.
And now so has Rowan because you.
Okay, look, we got what we needed, and nothing attacked us except.
know what any of that stuff does?
No.
This one will heal a lot of damage.
Oh,
That's a really weird ways that I phrase
Will it
that.
heal the damage?
That one's
from
going
a
to
broken
save
heart?
a life. I haven't broken hearts, have I?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just mine on a daily basis.
Sorry, I'm just being a bit sassy. I don't know why.
Every one of you motherfuckers beat the shit out of me.
That's true.
Oh, you're still not over that, right?
It's going to take.
That's why he sent us to the
Oh,
pit.
it's going to take a
Ophelia-
new
Ophelia
campaign
got
for
over
that
it
bit.
pretty
He got over it pretty fucking quick, actually.
She didn't bring it up every other.
I understand necessity. I
No,
can't
that-
say it though.
You know what? The word is different in Altheya, but I allow it. Ilmera.
All right. Lauren O'Mara, that's correct.
Okay.
Aren't we though?
Well, that's a great question. Where are you right now? In the prison is where you are.
Does a thing know where we are?
Probably
me?
not. I don't think it.
What thing? Orcs are 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've known where we
they've
are
been
the
tracking
entire
us this
time,
whole
yeah.
time.
it's-
No, but I mean,
In the world.
wherever
Oh,
we are.
yes, ask it.
Oh, Vermilion Orcs are Boyle.
9.
Where are we in the world?
Are we still on Ilmera?
Are we in Altheya?
This is an unknown designation.
I don't think we're anywhere.
It might be.
What plane of existence are we on?
We are currently located between the planes in the 79th demiplanar layer.
Apparently, we're in the 79th demi-planar layer.
I don't like it here. I want
Oh,
to
of
go.
course.
79 of them? There's 79 of them,
if-
at least.
Ask if we were to exit here, where would we emerge?
If we were to exit no, I don't know. It's called the prison. If we were to exit
The Red Wing.
this vault, where would we emerge?
I don't know what a vault is, but it gets what you mean. You would currently exit on the material plane.
Just says a material plane. I don't know what that means.
Is that our one?
What material?
Yeah, like
gold?
do
we know
that? The knowledgeable spellcasters amongst you,
Okay.
anybody who's had sort of a basic in education. So I think Ophelia, you would know this as well. Like you know that Altheya is on something called the material plane. You then have the planes of existence, or the planar realms, as they're called. That's where like celestials and bad stuff comes from. Nobody likes the planar realms except maybe the Great Father, who has the Grey Lands. That's a planar realm. But you know that the material plane is the world where Altheya is. The gods sovereign and the gods came to the material plane. It was kind of like a neutral ground that was hidden away, and they made Altheya here, or at least that's what the story says. They gave life to a dead world, and it is said that the Proto-Magi were slumbering in that dead world, in their vaults and things like that.
I want to go back to our plane.
Oh, I really do as well. I've just had a worrying thought. Is it worth asking how long until this vault shifts to another plane?
Hello. How long is it before this vault shifts to another plane of existence? I'm getting smug vibes.
What do I want to do?
You really just heard it like breathe in and breathe out.
Real sassy breath it took.
You're the one asking this question.
Hello,
Kim.
yes I am.
I would like you
Oh no.
to roll a d8 for me.
A D8.
Oh no, please say that's for years.
Days.
Hours.
It's gonna be out minutes, oh my god.
Which fancy? This feels like a fancy dice roll. Fuck it.
7.
You would hear, there are approximately 8 hours remaining on this plane.
Oh, apparently there's 8 hours remaining. Oh, excuse me.
8 hours, something really got in your throat there. Was that, did you say
Terrible.
8 hours?
Hairball.
I'd like to go home now.
You were just retch it out, but 8 hours.
8 hours.
That's
Don't look.
Nice hairball.
Gonna try and bury it.
Oh, it's in my sock.
8 hours, sorry, 8 hours,
8
you said.
hours.
Okay, all right, okay, so we need to start
Did
moving
long rests
fast.
in here.
True.
We still have no way of getting out, and there are still many rooms we need to explore before we even head upstairs for this Auxonine. The good news, still no security coming after us. This place is long abandoned and very underpowered.
Yes, but we don't know how to leave.
No.
We only have 8 hours to figure that out.
Well, shall we start by going to this, not the battle arena?
You don't want to go to
No.
a testing arena?
No.
There might be a way out there.
No, voice in my head. Piss off.
Oh, guys, I wrote a whole thing for the testing arena.
No.
Hey,
I
not
mean, you
right
Also
now.
wrote the family.
I could have a little peeky.
We stick our heads in, maybe.
No,
just
no.
open the door and just say hello.
Let's just take a real quick look.
I don't
Wait, what was the other one?
No!
Joking.
What was the other
Him,
one?
I'm like, I've got the
What was
two
the
of you.
purple?
Like,
Stasis.
yes,
Stasis.
Stasis.
You want to go into stasis before? Okay, stasis. Let's check
we
out
might
stasis.
find people that went missing.
That's right. Okay, I still have a purple.
Put that down.
I still have a purple orb.
You do.
Let's check out the purple room right now. Let's just really quickly get in, get out. We see some people. We take them. We go. Yes.
Well, if we take them, then they might get mad.
Who?
Big Puzz. Big Priz.
Then hopefully he can come down here, see us face to face, and tell us how to leave this cursed
I want to
place.
give the manager a talking to.
I do!
I want to
Honestly,
speak to the manager.
This place, it's unacceptable, the
It's
service
kept
here.
in such shoddy condition.
I
They haven't
know.
cleaned in decades.
We
It's
haven't heard
actually
from them in
incredibly
hours.
spotless.
Yes, it is. I'm just trying to find fault because it's very clean.
Except
You know
that
what?
one body.
It's a little cold.
Yeah, I think the AC is on a little too high. What's AC?
Are we checking?
That's a magic spell.
Yes.
Are we checking?
yes.
Arctic
You
cool.
make your way to the north east purple door. You hold up the purple orb that you already have, and the door opens. You see another squat corridor leading into a large chamber where there are rows of floating 5-foot cubes in smoked dark glass, behind which some of them you can see completely still humanoid shapes. In the center of this space, there are, I think it was 15, there's 19 of these cubes in the room, and there is a in the middle of the room, there is a thin pole with a flat square on top of it with raised ridges and indentations. The little sort of table looks like it can be tilted and moved, and it has its size raised enough where it looks like a glass sphere can be placed and moved and tilted around it. As you enter, you see one of the four-armed, more scientific-looking constructs is moving between the cubes, and its passive, featureless face seems to examine them, taps on the side, you see coloured lights flash, it seems to be satisfied, it moves down like it checks another cube, and it seems to be doing some sort of process going around them.
Oh, back up. There's one of those things in there.
Oh, if we touch things, it might get really mad at us.
It might do, but it's
So you'll hear this from the entrance, like in the corridor. If you don't mind, I might just lurk out here because I'm just a bit worried that voice wanted me to go into stasis, and I just wonder if I go in there with this thing in my chest, it might feel some kind of way about things.
That's a good point. You might get another new order.
Doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. This creature. So Gruff moves out. Well, I won't move the mini. We won't have to worry about it too much.
Is there?
Shout if you need anything.
Is there a mini for the?
Sure, I can give you one. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look, like one right hand.
Okay.
It's kind of moving in amongst the kind of these lines of corridors of the cubes, yeah. Okay. And it kind of moves up to a cube, spends a few seconds, tap, 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 tap. Then it moves to another cube, tap, 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 tap. And it's just repeating that. Sometimes it just stands in front of a cube and just looks at it.
Magnificent.
Okay. And the stone platform in the middle is like a...
It's like a table balanced on like a thin pole. And there are these indentations, looking at it, where the cubes all are. Like these little points that almost look like something could rest on top. And the whole thing looks like a sphere could be rolled around it and almost maybe like rolled into the slots, basically.
Okay.
The glass spheres, the glass cubes, are all black. So it's almost like you can barely see through them, just enough to see completely still figures, about 9 of them in total.
Okay, Daisy, you're going to hate this.
No.
We need a new plan.
What do you want?
Well, that sentry in there, I think if it sees us, is either going to get hostile or is going to start, I don't know, calling alarms, things like that. My thinking, you're really good at, getting into small places, sneaking around, stealthing around. Maybe you just take a quick look at every one of these cubes.
Every single one of the cubes.
Yes, but avoid the gaze of that thing there, which might not be too bad. It's just going back and forth between all of these rows. Figure out what's good and what's, what might be savable. I don't want to open one of these things to unleash another family in this place,
Well, last time... I think it's going to see me or know that I'm there. Probably.
I can barely see you now.
I could help you be stealthy. I could give you some inspiration. Hello.
It's either that or Rowan goes in. He is extremely stealthy himself.
It's true, I'm very stealthy.
He did hide at that tower.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I think. I didn't see him.
True.
But what's the plan? What are we even trying to do? The second we do anything, they're going to be mad at us anyway.
There might be people we can rescue.
I'm just worried that something in there. One of the things in stasis might not be rescuable.
People.
It might not be people.
Is it not?
We don't have to do this, obviously. But
Assuming you guys haven't fully gone, you're in outside.
yeah, this is like we backed up the moment we saw it, or at least I said.
You only see the one construct. It's got those spindly kind of like artificy arms. It hovers ever so slightly above the ground.
Was it similar to the
two that you encountered in the
sort of
processing
nursey
chamber?
ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps I could lure it somewhere while Daisy has a look, just as an insurance, perhaps?
Yes. I think, if anything, all it's going to try to do, at least for you, is send you over to that blue room over there to try and get you processed.
We know they're not violent, I don't think, anyway. They're just
very
pushy.
Yes. Gruff, on the other hand, if they see you, I think you might get pushed into stasis.
That's why I'm staying out here.
Yeah, but all we need to do is just know which of these things are good and which are bad.
You'd have to get right. You'd have to be right next to them to like look in. You look like because the glass is like magic glass. It's not like normal glass, and it's coloured. But I think if you get close enough, you can at least get a good idea of what's inside.
Although actually, with me and Big Priz, they would probably try to send me to the lower levels, into the cell downstairs.
It's not embedded in you, though.
No, but everything else seems to be mistaking
Put
me
the
for.
prism down, then. Put the prism down.
What do you mean?
Put it on the floor here.
I don't want to lose it.
I like it.
I like it. Look at it.
If you're saying that the thing is confusing you for the, I was about to say Jabberwocky, I don't know, the Galawak, then just put it down.
But then it will take it.
No, put it down out here.
Why?
You can collect it when you come back out.
No, I'm saying it's a good thing that it will be to confuse me for not something that should go into stasis. It makes sense in my head.
So if it's not going to confuse you for something that should go into stasis, then shouldn't you go in? Because you've got a prism.
Surely it would try and put you back in the cell downstairs.
I was just trying to avoid the attention of this thing entirely, but we could all just go in. That works also.
Can't get all of us at once, right? There's only one of us.
That's true.
Well, I can try and sneak, but I don't know how far I'll get because I think they just know where
I
we are.
believe in you, Daisy. In fact, I think so much. Bling, bling, I'm going to make a song.
Bardic inspiration.
Daisy's very quiet. I like rocks.
Rocks are also quiet.
I believe it's a D8 now.
The Ballad of Where'd She Go?
I don't know.
And if you use it on an ability check like stealth, you can roll it twice and choose which result from the bardic you would like to use.
Wowza.
It's a D8.
Yum, yum, yum.
That is
Okay,
delicious.
I'll go in then.
Okay,
Go up
stealth roll, please. See if you can avoid
I'm
notice.
rolling like garbage.
But this is going to be a nat 20.
Yeah, watch this.
Watch this drive.
It's not, but it's not bad.
So you do get a D8 as well.
It's a 25 without the D8.
Do you want to add the D8?
25's pretty good.
You can re-roll it too.
25's a 25.
Yeah. What's the perception of this thing?
It's a great question. You don't know.
0.
28.
28. Daisy, you sneak in. This thing has no clue you're there. You press yourself up against the cubes, you kind of move quietly. It silently just seems to be going about whatever its business is. You spend a bit of time, like you can move around this thing, you're kind of keeping aware of where it is, being aware of avoiding it. You slowly make your way down, it probably takes you a good 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, as you go past each cube, peering in, trying to see what's inside. You gather that there are 9 people currently held in stasis. You do think all of them are normal humanoids. They appear to be, you see like 4 woods folk, maybe like the kind of people that might come from the town of Colville. You see 2 farmers, and a young teenager who has like a similar build and resemblance to the farmers, maybe a family. And then 2 interesting people. You see an incredibly... Well, it'd be interesting because their supernatural allure wouldn't apply through the stasis. You would see a Nalunari, a dark elf of Altheya.
Okay.
And the Nalunari have a supernatural allure. It's a divine gift from Malir. So when they speak to you, there's always something about them that you find beautiful. It could be their smell, or it could be their eyes, it could be just their shape or their face or whatever. But they would to you just look like a very pleasant-looking dark elf woman dressed in like merchant's robes. And then next to her is a Dwymera, or a Durgar in Altheya, who is dressed like a bodyguard, like armored. He has like a very strange, like wrist-mounted crossbow with like a blade that can like extend from it. Completely like armed, fully equipped and everything else. And they are in stasis together. And they're wearing very similar colors and have a similar symbol around their neck as well. It looks like the 2 of them maybe either from the same place or know each other. But yeah, they all just look like citizens of
I will sneak back to the group.
and report.
and report to all of those peoples.
Are they in any particular cells, or is it just?
Just 9 of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can identify them. Yeah, pick 9 of them basically.
Sure. I'm just going to throw them on the table and see where they land. There's so many in multiple cells. This is crazy. All right. Sure.
Well, we've got to get them out.
Yes.
Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. That thing in the middle should hopefully control it, but
I think he'll notice if you start taking people out. Do we do this at the last thing before we leave the vault? I feel like we can't really run about here with 9 other people and we don't know how to get out yet.
we also don't know. Were they awake?
No, they were like eyes open, completely unmoving, in a sort of just a stupor, like.
Can I
Yes.
try and just the dark elf woman? Can I
Yes.
try and telepathically connect to her?
Oh, that is a great question. Would that work? I'm gonna say, Nim says to you, like, I can sense that they are alive and there, but it's not that I can't reach them. It's like they are asleep.
Oh.
But they are not asleep, but I can't reach them, but it's like they are asleep. Like trying to connect with somebody who is unconscious.
Their eyes are open, but nobody's home right now. They're
Right.
sleeping.
Okay. It's just it might take a while for them to either wake up or come to so that we can move them. But my thinking is we could maybe get them all into the entrance of this place at the very least.
We said that what did you call the Durgar, sorry?
Dwymera. So
Dwymera.
Dwymera is the name for Durgar in Altheya, basically.
You
To
said
avoid using whatsy terms.
Okay.
Dwymera.
Dwamera. You said the Dwamera was armed, so maybe they can help. At least, keep safe or...
It's a good idea.
Maybe, but I don't know. Should we? If we have to leave soon anyway, should we try and find a way to get out and then get everybody rounded up?
I'm worried.
I'm worried that they might not. Some of them look like just farmers and people who don't know, and they might panic.
I'm worried that our exit might, have to be rather immediate and we wouldn't have time to
I don't think Vermilion Orcs and Iron is going to be too
get them.
forgiving, time-wise. I don't know what this thing is.
It's got to be something to do with our central console in there, right?
Yes.
What if... what if
Okay.
I went in, saw if this thing processed me, put me in stasis, whatever. You see what they do, and then reverse that.
Well, I think we can. It looks like it's just using the orb.
I'm worried that putting you in stasis might
Ball.
knock you out for quite some time.
We might not be able to figure it out, and then you're stuck.
I have another plan. It does involve sending another one of you in that's not me. Would you like to hear it? Not you.
I'll hear it.
please.
Hello? What?
You might actually be a good call for this. It was either you
Hello?
or Ophelia.
Do what?
We know that this nurse thing will
Yeah.
try to send you in for processing. We'll probably try to guide you to that place in order to process you. I'm just saying, lure this
When
thing
they're
out,
out.
distract it by going into the blue room with it, and then you might have the strength in order to resist all of the things trying to push you onto a table. Before you come back here, by that point, we'll have got all these guys out here and into a safe place. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I was going to run distraction anyway for Daisy, so
If you want, both of you could go to help each other to...
Yes, okay.
Rowan helped me off the bed before, so
Yeah. But all you need is this thing out before it even recognizes that everything is gone. A grand heist. Sounds fantastic to me.
a people heist.
A people heist.
All right. What's the plan? You tell me. What are you doing?
Plan?
So Ophelia goes in.
Yeah, Ophelia and Rowan go in.
They
try and lure
say-
this thing away.
Hey, wow, love this place. Oh, drat,
Show
not
me where
processed.
processing is.
Show me where
Sure.
processing is.
And then it hopefully leads
Hopefully
you
we'll follow
out
you.
and takes you to the other chamber across
we
the
can
way.
just take a little dive into the
Smash and
entrance
grab.
room for a while, and then we just come back in,
And try and
start
figure out.
distracting all of the people.
Okay.
Plan?
Plan.
Plan.
All right.
Get all in there.
Ophelia and Rowan, you make your way in. I'll let you take the lead on this because I don't want to play Rowan.
Excuse me, hello?
This thing turns immediately. As soon as it hears you, it kind of hovers around. Shh.
Oh, I don't like that.
We're looking for processing.
Shh.
Can you...
It casts silence. And then it goes back to what it was doing before.
Ophelia comes back out.
Yeah, when you get out of the room, the silence bubble drops because it's a 20-foot radius from around Ophelia.
It just shushed me, and it made me quiet.
Oh,
It won't follow me.
it's not following you at all.
It doesn't
It was
like
telling you to be quiet?
It doesn't like noise or people talking.
Maybe.
Why? Do you think they can be woken up just from noise alone? That sounds...
Maybe it's not hostile until we start messing around with it.
Oh, let's stop messing around with it.
Off you go then.
All right. Follow me, everyone.
All right, as soon as you step in, there's like a silent. Your footsteps become silent as you're in this silence bubble. It lasts for a minute. The silence bubble,
There's no
and
sound at all.
and it would reach the control table.
I'm gonna, before they go in, telepathy with these guys.
Okay.
I'll leave Rowan out because his Trot's not here.
Yep.
Just for...
Ease. Yep.
Is everyone
guys-
coming in?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna
You
stay
see the
outside.
creature.
Ah, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
good.
Gruff stays outside with Pascal and
you can
Percival.
still talk to us.
Well, Percival, if you're outside with Pascal, Percival will go in because he will always follow Sister Ophelia unless he's given an order. You guys step in, and the creature does turn and it sort of acknowledges you. It looks, but as long as you're being quiet, it goes back to beep, 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 boop. You can't physically speak, but you do have mental communication.
Oh,
so
good. Yeah.
Easy used at telepathy.
Well, this sounds good so far. Just don't speak out loud. Don't make any loud noises.
We can't anyway.
Oh, we couldn't if we wanted to.
For 8 hours. You're with me for a whole day.
Oh, that's perfect, because that's when the vault disappears, and that's the end of the
That is
campaign.
worth remembering that.
We can start banging on things, just banging
You're
on the
trapped in a
walls.
vault.
I
Campaign's
think I'm
done.
the only one that heard you.
Okay, well, at the very
You
least...
need a black orb. For the black thing. Probably.
You're right.
Just...
You run out.
I forgot there was no orb currently in this thing.
You got 3 orbs.
I can take it.
I'll
and
try.
Do it.
It was
if you want.
it was a red room. Can I try the red? No, sorry.
purple
It was a
one.
purple one. Can I try the purple orb in there first?
So you put the purple orb on the table, and like the Scrabble Scramble machine, it kind of like you can roll it. Basically, you have to
Okay.
like tilt the table.
Need to fucking shit. Okay. No.
But you get control of it quickly enough. The red passes. The red passes over the sort of like indentations and never settles. It just doesn't. It just passes over and nothing happens.
Game's rigged.
It's like Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh god.
You switch around.
Yeah.
I mean, can I just
similar
put?
vibes? The vault.
Can I just put all the colours I have in there? I've got
You
a
try
green,
all
a
of- yeah,
purple.
doesn't
None of them. All right.
Give me it. I'll run quick.
Oh yeah, sure. Here, take that and these 3 keystones.
I will go out and I will
What do you do?
Katie, you're gonna love this shit.
put the orb in. Which orb did you give me?
The I had a purple, I had a green,
A yellow.
And
and a yellow. I'll give you the yellow.
put the yellow orb in.
Put the yellow orb in. Drains of color becomes clear.
Put the blue.
Blue is injected into the sphere. It turns blue.
Put the red.
Red is injected in. It turns purple.
Take the sphere.
You have a purple sphere.
I take the rods out.
Okay, take the rods out.
Put them back in.
Put the sphere back in.
I put yellow.
It drains of color becomes clear again when you put the sphere back in.
Oh no! I do it.
This is why I ask. It's taking time, like running back here and doing all of this.
Right. I put the sphere in.
Clear sphere.
Put the yellow.
Put the yellow orb in. Yellow injects into it. You have a yellow sphere.
Put the red.
You put a red in. Red is injected into it. You have an orange sphere.
Take the orange sphere out.
Take the orange sphere out.
I take the yellow rod out
Take the yellow rod out.
and the red.
Okay,
I put
no rods.
The blue rod in.
Put the blue rod in.
Put this.
Blue is injected into it, turning the sphere black.
Take the sphere out.
Take the sphere out. You take the rods. You now have a black sphere and all the rods.
What a fucking rush, right?
No.
Yeah, Katie hated. But yeah, you rush back. It does take you a bit of time doing all of this, which is counting down. But you run back and you now have a black sphere.
Thank you. In my head, I say, Black sphere on the thing.
It sort of magnetically, you feel it like, and when you tilt it, you now get the sense that if you hover over one of these indentations that aligns with a cube, you can cause it to lock into place. The sphere kind of magnetically like locks in.
Okay. In that case, I will try to. There's in the 4 boxes behind me. There's the third one that has a person in. I randomly rolled it. I will, while looking behind me almost to see what happens, I'll try to align the orb to fall into that position just to see what happens.
Yeah, it locks into that place. The cube, lowers to the ground, and then the sides vanish, and a woods woman, let's say a half-elven, sort of human half-elven woods woman, collapses onto the ground.
I'll go, because I'm like right next to it.
When she does, the construct notices and begins making its way to the woman.
I picked that one because I wanted to try and catch them as they fall out.
Okay, yeah, you catch her as she falls. The construct comes up to you and tries to grab the woman out of your hands. Can you give me an athletics check?
Athletics. 19. You
hold on as this thing grips with these little spindly arms and is tugging, trying to pull it away as you see it gains more and more aggressive, and then it is going to basically try and shove you away. But you kind of just rebuff it. You just sort of dodge to the side.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold this person and take them out of the room.
It follows you, trying to grab on and pull this woman from your grip.
But anyone that can't see me, I'm like communicating, I guess, for Gruff's benefit.
Yeah.
It's trying to take this person away from me. Just use the black orb. You can open the other cells.
Can I try and open as many cells as possible?
Yeah.
So that it gets overwhelmed and it can't control however.
Yeah, so you start unlocking everybody, right? Like you have to almost reset the ball every time. It's like you have to wait, it unlocks, and then you can slide it and roll it around again. But over time, I'd say you get one person every 6 seconds. The creature is locked onto Xanthias for a time. Did you want to do something, Altheya?
So can I rage and hold the construct back?
Yeah. With all of you guys, and Rowan's there, he's like, bro, get off. The 3 of you guys are holding this thing off. It is showing aggression, but it doesn't have any sort of attack. It's just trying to grab and pull this thing away. And it looks like it's used magic, and it makes silences because you guys are making noise. It creates another bubble of silence. But yeah, you wrestle with it. And Daisy, go on.
Sorry, from the door, can I just be like, everyone, come to me, come to me?
Yeah, sure.
To the people who, not to you guys, but to the people that are...
Okay, so as you see people, well, the problem is there's a bubble of silence, so you're trying to shout and the sound just isn't passing through that bubble of silence. You're kind of doing this.
So they are waking up then?
The woman in your arms, she's coming to after 20, 30 seconds. She's like, what's happening?
If it's by the time I'm at this point, I'm now at the door having sort of carried her out, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you can be there. The machine, there's 3 or 4 people that Daisy's released, and it's turning and it rushes towards one of them and it grabs them and is trying to put them back in the sphere.
By that point, other people are now sort of spilling out.
Yeah, and it's desperately trying to get them all, but they're all spilling out, but they're very unconscious for the first 30 seconds or so. They're just slumped on the ground.
Ophelia, Rowan, can you guard them while they come to?
Do you want to stop the construct, or are you going to guard the people?
I can start guiding the people,
Okay.
Just slowly ushering them towards the end of the towards the corridor.
I would say there's enough of you and only one of these constructs. I think, though, that when it becomes clear that you're trying to stop them, it goes into a more aggressive attack mode, basically. And I think that's where we're going to end today's episode. This thing, basically turns and you see its hands and it comes towards the group of you that are clearly trying to interfere with its process.
I mean, at this point, I've literally just taken a body out of stasis.
Yeah, and I think that's the point where it's no longer overloaded with something's malfunctioned, I need to put them back in. It's gone, these creatures are trying to stop me, engage. It never speaks, though, the whole time. It doesn't speak like the others. And that's where we'll end today's episode.
We're saving people. 9 people as well.
Feels great.
Not bad.
See?
Feels real good.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Well done, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Very, very good. Some treasures.
This is great. This is so good.
Little
I love this
puzzlies.
dungeon.
But arena, though.
No.
Arena, though.
Take the 9 people and put 9.
It's all right. When Trot comes back, there'll be a majority to vote to go to the arena.
We do have 8 hours.
With that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. That is going to be it for today's episode. We will see you next week. Take care and bye-bye.
Nice. See you next time. Bye. Bye.